Okay, hello and welcome to what I'm still calling the Rec Room for this week's episode of The Will of Gods. We're going to be a little lighter this evening for a while, various technical difficulties, and anniversaries to celebrate, so bear with us while we get settled in. The last couple of times on The Will of Gods, the party found themselves finally getting out of the Forest of Spirits after a long 3-day trek with quite a few little side distractions along the way. And after a evening of helping out the local monk here clear out some really odd creatures in their basement, you found yourselves into a nice deep sleep, which was in turn interrupted by various visions of your different deities, bestowing upon you different blessings and, in some ways, curses as you slept. And each of you woke to find yourself having gained some new power in some way. Having odd or weird or sometimes very wholesome and comforting dreams, but each of you having your own individual experience as you wake up in the little shacks behind the monastery here at the forest's edge. Who would be waking up first in the morning?
Probably me making tea.
Okay, there's Tea Goblin parked her carriage over by the side of the monastery, kind of catty cornered up next to the side and stuck there overnight and waking up making tea.
Oh, my cart is pink. I never noticed. That new?
I know, I just kept forgetting to apply the filter, so.
Yeah, I'm making tea, and I see two spoons near my tea set, and I just start sitting there, kind of doing this, and be like, "Wow, that's kind of a funky tune." Casually playing the spoons, dabbing. I think it sounds great.
Roll me a performance check.
I rolled. Does it sound okay?
Yeah, roll me a performance check.
Alright. Okay. It is 17 plus
17.
3.
Okay, so dirty 20. Yeah, no, you're sitting there making your teas, and you notice this bright, crisp, clear tone coming from your teaspoons as you bang them together, and it starts to form an actual rhythm, and it has. I mean, maybe not quite as it does here, but at least in that world, it has a nice rhythm, and it sounds pretty good. Yeah.
Maybe I can do this as a profession.
Oh, new bards.
I hope the cat is
The Biscuits is sitting there, like, kind of just stretching and yawning and kind of like turns its head to the side and has a very confused look on its face, but is not minding it. It's all right, yeah. maybe not its favorite thing, but it's not. It's okay with it.
Bertha would probably be waking up not early, but early enough.
Yeah, and as Bertha woke up, she would begin to find those various new scars that hadn't been there the night before. The one across the kneecap, the one in the right across one side, the right side of her, very near to the kidneys, and one that was just right across I believe it was right from the shoulder down. Nothing that looked like fresh scarring, as it's still like bloody, but just kind of scabbed and healed over, and definitely weren't there the night before.
Are we all in my...
You are in your carriage. Bertha and Zara are each in their own little shacks. They were able to fit just them, as well as Ithor. Your other companions, Wisteria and Craw, had been in a little bunk bed shack. And also, at this point, Zara is just snoring away, and you can kind of, like, at least Bertha and Ithor could start to hear her through the thin walls of these little shacks, just going at it, sawing logs.
Once I get the tea ready, I'd like to start bringing around to try to, like, I don't know, is there like I forget, is there like a main monk or person at the monastery that I can like bring some breakfast tea to?
Yeah, I mean, Balasar, yeah, you met him the other day, or yesterday at least. Balasar would have been awake probably right at sunrise and doing the various chores and starting the various chores of the day after breakfast. In fact, Belisar was just finishing up, um, going down to the basement after for the first time after last night's bout with the weird creatures down there. Um, so you wouldn't see him running around the grounds, but you may be able to. Let's see. Roll me a perception check real quick.
Ooh, that's not great. See, I'm very tired apparently. 6 plus 3. 9.
Yeah, you can't see or really tell exactly where he is at the moment, but you know he should be around.
Well, I'm just gonna go to. I have an idea of where everybody else went to sleep for tonight, right?
Oh yeah, no, you definitely do.
So I'm gonna, I got my little breakfast tea, brewed, and I assume maybe Earl Grey, perhaps some kind of black tea, whatever this world's equivalent is. And I'm just gonna walk around and start tapping on people's doors. Offer me breakfast tea. Good morning. I feel really refreshed. I had this great dream. I want to tell you all about it. Super great. I feel like I'm filled with a whole new relish for life.
Yeah, you'd easily be able to make.
As I go, I look at all the plants as I walk around. I'm just like, hey guys, you're doing a good job. Love you.
Bertha ends up hearing the knock on the door and gets up, gets ready, and puts on all the things. Heads out the door to go find Tea Goblin.
Okay, yeah, your shack would actually be a little bit closer to the Tea Goblin, so you'd probably at least hear Tea Goblin in her carriage, like like banging spoons around and having a good time and making tea. You'd at least be able to tell that she's in there. Just from your passive perception, could tell that Tea Goblin's in her carriage.
Say that Ithor is waking up and the dream they had was rather disconcerting in quite a few ways. So they're kind of up walking around the grounds a little bit, trying to, get their mind back in their body feeling.
Yeah, there's a nice little spot for meditation. The road on the way in actually curved around this bit of a mesa that had kind of, protruded out of the ground, and the road kind of curled around and upwards to the top of the monastery. So there's definitely a nice place, not too far, like just off the map here, just off the map here.
That's probably where I'm at. Would I hear Tea Goblin's spoons from there?
Roll me another performance. I mean, you're inside the carriage, but let's. Actually, no. You've already rolled me the performance. You may.
Around.
Yeah, you roll me perception real quick just to see.
Me?
Yeah, you. Because her 20 is still going. She's still banging, and it's still loud and sounding pretty.
13.
Okay, yeah. From that range, that crisp, bright tone from the spoons is still ringing through any all the different sounds around you.
Yeah. Okay. So I would probably hear it and be like, well, I'm not gonna meditate. Let's have some tea. That's distracting.
If I knew you were meditating, I'd apologize. But I probably have no idea.
No, I would be like either would be walking like kind of in circles, like a very labyrinthine type sort of pattern, just to try to get their mind back into their body after the dream experience the night before.
Let's see. You rolled me perception. Let's see. Bertha and Tea Goblin rolled me perception real quick. Or insight.
I rolled a 1 plus.
Okay.
Wait, I got plus 3 though, so that's a 4. Pretty solid.
How about you, Bertha?
I rolled a 5.
Oh God.
Hot.
Gosh, we are so perceptive. We just nothing about us. No.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Nothing.
Go for the
Absolutely
point.
nothing. Zara's snoring, and
Okay.
Tea Goblin's banging spoons around and making tea and having a good time. Ithor's having a bad time trying to meditate. But nothing else is going on. But around
I
this
guess it's
time, you like as everyone's woken up and sort of get their little day going and trying to clear their mind of this and that. About this time, Balasar would have gotten done investigating the mess of the basement, where
Please don't execute me.
he
Do you roll
found.
perception here? You
He,
can hear. No.
I don't think he needs to. It's pretty overpowering bright tone going on there. They would have no trouble finding you at least. Where in that morning when Balasar went down, he had definitely found the various piles of what seemed to almost look like flesh and bone, but not quite, and have various different forms of fur and flesh and wood even, and these various piles of things in different spots around the basement, as well as the number of just like various crossbow bolts stuck in various places throughout the basement. But of course he was expecting some mess because of the from what he had already experienced. Oh, 1 second, I'm getting a note. I'm gonna try to do this.
Wish I could remember that.
I mean, you were down there.
I was there.
Yeah.
I mean, someone was having selective memory syndrome.
In fact, no, Tea Goblin got the last attack on at least one of them, I think.
Oh, I did? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, me.
Just
I
a
felt
chunky meat jello.
I have these like weird,
Oh.
vague memories of like this battle, and it's so crazy. It's almost like I feel like I had like this like I grew a magical beard, and it helped me fight everything. I have no memory of any of this.
What kind of magical beard are we talking about? There are at least 3 different beards I can think of right now.
Yeah, I got pretty good with a beard. What do I know? I'm playing music and drinking tea.
So around this time, Balasar would start following the bright tones of the tea and the clacking of tea cups and little saucers and plates, and would come up to the carriage and kind of like knock on the door. Hey, you in there?
On my door?
Yes, at your door.
Oh, wow! Come on in. I open the door and I'm like, it's so good to see you. Would you like some tea? Some delicious Earl Grey of some sort?
Oh, I appreciate that, but I already had my tea this morning. But I wanted to have a good quick chat with some of y'all. You and your friends here. Is there any chance you could help me round them up and just for a sec?
Oh, sure, I can totally round them up for you. Where are they? They're over there. I know where they're at. Just here, you stay here. I'll go get them and bring them here. Otherwise, we'll all end up in different places, and trust me, it just doesn't work very well. I've tried it. I'm gonna take my spoons, and I'll wake everybody up. All right.
It's at this point Bertha walks up to the carriage as well.
Okay.
Bertha, look!
I would think Ithor
had
had walked up as well at this.
Well, who's gonna go check on the others?
You're bowing. Oh, wait, we're missing others. Should we go find them?
We are.
I can
Well,
cast Long Strider on myself and go around real fast.
If you'd like.
Sure, why not? I guess
Okay.
Long Strider on myself so I get extra movement.
Okay, we'll go ahead and mark off the spell slot. And you all get your long
Bertha-
rest, so you should have all your spell slots available.
Yeah. Didn't Bertha and Zara share a room together?
No, you had your own separate shacks.
Oh, okay.
There's only beds large enough to. There's 2 large beds there that could fit either of you, and then just a couple normal sized beds, and then one that was a bunk bed for the small ones.
Right.
So long strider set lasts for an hour, and it gives me an increased by 10 feet speed.
Okay. So you go zip around, and you find Zara just as before, is still just sawing logs.
We don't care. How does that you sleep? And then I'm gonna go look for Craw and Wisteria.
Okay. Let's say that their shack was a little bit over that way, as the others were. And as you get to their shack, do you knock on the door or anything, or?
I mean, I go do my good morning, I got tea. Well, I don't actually have with me, but it's back at my house. And Balthasar is there, and he's curious to talk to everyone. Good morning.
No response from the shack.
I feel like that was a very good performance. So then I knock.
Actually, yeah, you can roll me another performance check if you'd like. And see how well the second round is.
That was a 1. So a 1 plus 3. So a 4.
Oh, yeah, so going from in the groove a minute ago to not so much now.
I sense a disturbance in my force. I feel like it's affecting my musical talent. I knock. I say, sorry, I'm still learning.
Still no response. Make me a perception check.
13 plus 3.
Well, what you would notice is that you're not hearing anything from inside that shack. There's no rustling or even breathing. There's just nothing coming from this little. And it's just a pretty basic little shack. It wouldn't block all of the light from the outside. But you're just not hearing anything from the inside.
Okay. Guys! And I check the door.
Door's unlocked.
Open it.
And when you open it, there's no one there.
Heck, they never wake up before me.
Roll me investigation real quick.
Ooh, 18 plus... nothing. 18!
That's fine. You would notice a decent-sized piece of parchment rolled up and laying on the bed on the bottom bunk. Next to it, a very small bag, a little canvas bag. It seems to have it has at least something in it. Can't quite tell yet. But there's a piece of parchment rolled up next to it.
I'm gonna go check out the parchment.
So it's a decent-sized page-size parchment and has a little string tied to it to keep it closed. And you
I open it. Yeah. Wait, I check for traps.
Fair. Roll investigation again. Yeah, go for it.
14.
It definitely doesn't seem to be trapped, but you can notice that there's at least a slight glow from inside the paper as it's rolled up.
Does it look like maybe a spell that I might notice? Like I know,
maybe not a spell, but an energy you would recognize at least.
Does it feel bad?
No, doesn't feel bad.
Okay, I'm going to open it.
Okay, so as you pull the string on that's keeping it closed, the string falls and it unravels. The parchment unfolds, and in Craw's voice, you would hear. As the parchment unrolls, that little faint glow of energy would dissipate, and you would just hear this sound of Craw's voice saying, "This path isn't for us. We had fun. with all of you, but we're focusing on finding my parents. Good luck, and take these with you. And as that message came through and that sound played from the parchment, you would also notice a single black feather fall from the parchment as well, weighted by 2 rings.
Do they look like the rings like we all have?
Yes, it would be the stone rings, the layered stone with a little glass bead that would be kind of wrapped around with the feather between running through them. That would fall.
Feathers?
It looks to be one of Craw's baby feathers.
I'm gonna put it in my hair.
Okay. There's also the little pouch, a little canvas pouch sitting next to where the parchment was.
I'm gonna take the pouch, and I'm just gonna. At this point, I'm like, what the hell? And I'm just gonna go and run back soon to everybody else. I don't need to look in it by myself.
Okay. And you rush over with your long strider bounding across back to the group.
Not looking nearly as jovial as I did when I left. Still holding my spoon. So.
Okay, and you're now back at the group, standing there with Balasar and Bertha and Ithor. You can all faintly hear Zara still just snoring back in the background.
Zara seems to be passed out. I don't know. I couldn't wake her up. I didn't really want to wake her up, but I found this scroll from Craw, and it sounds like her and Wisteria have decided to go leave to find their parents. And they left their rings in this bag for us. It seems legit, though. It doesn't seem like a mean message.
Well, that might explain what I didn't find in the basement this morning. Because I went down there this morning to go see what had happened, because I was too tired to deal with it last night, and when I went down there, there was a whole mess of just this goop that I don't even want to try to describe, because I'm not sure I can. And there's some various, I don't know, crossbow bolts everywhere. Y'all must have had a hell of a time down there, but what I wanted to get y'all together for was that between yesterday and today, some of the, well, if I'm being honest, all of the monastery savings have gone missing, as well as a couple bottles of our sacramental wine that we usually keep around for the pretty special occasions, and we keep it down there in a chest. But when I went down to check everything out this morning, all that was missing. And while I do appreciate y'all's help dealing with what's down there, I definitely don't appreciate having things go missing. And y'all's group's been the only ones here since yesterday. But I guess I mean, do y'all have any idea what might have happened to any of this?
Does anybody know? I don't know.
No, I think like Ithor's like, well, what's in that bag, Tea Goblin?
Oh, I did find this bag. I haven't looked in it yet, and I open it up. Does it have?
Okay, as you open it up, you would find Wisteria's Horn of Silent Alarm. You would also find the carved kobold statuette that the Craw had found in the kobold's lair, as well as a small glass bottle with this black smoke swirling throughout it on the inside, never coming to a rest, and as well as a very oddly shaped tool.
This looks like it's mostly their stuff that they left for us. How much money was missing?
Well, all in all, it wasn't a whole lot. I'd say it was only about, I mean, the money itself was about 35 gold worth. And at this moment, you would hear a great rustling and tumbling as Zara jolts awake, and proceeds to step out from You can hear a little bit of grumbling and thumping around in the shack as she begins to collect herself and kind of step out of the shack and kind of yawn really heavily, and then see you all there and going, hey, what's going on?
Is it like money's missing?
Yeah, it is about, I'd say about 35 gold worth of savings down there, and then there's 2 bottles of wine, but those bottles, I mean, they'd be worth that a piece, you know, if we were to sell them, but that's not the ones we sell.
What a piece?
About 30 or 35 gold a piece, with one of those, you know, for just one of them. Like those are the ones that've been sitting here since before I got here. We don't open those very often at all.
I don't mind.
And Zara would be like, "Wait, hang on. What's going on over here? What happened?"
Things went missing in the basement.
Huh?
We're trying to figure it out.
What's missing?
Apparently some gold, all of the savings that the monastery had, and also some bottles of spirits that weren't going to be sold.
Oh, oh, okay. That's not cool.
No.
I mean, I know it wasn't me.
Well, Craw and Wisteria are also missing.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What do we know where they went? Like, or what?
I mean, no, not exactly. And I kind of go over the scroll again and say, you know, they left.
And it would have the scroll itself would have like the note. The note
has a message.
Has
so
the
I
message
would
written
I
on
would
it.
just hand her the scroll and show her the rings.
And Zara would take it and read and just have this very confused look on her face. And you said you handed her the rings?
I just like hold them up.
Oh, okay. Well, I'd be happy to cover whatever was missing. I've had plenty of time to, you know, I've had my old, I mean, or at least I would be able to help throw in to cover whatever was missing. And start like nervously like reaching into her coin pouch to grab some coin.
Bertha.
Go ahead.
Oh no, go
Bertha,
ahead.
good.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Bertha, go!
Okay, Bertha goes ahead and and gives Belisar 35 gold.
Okay.
This is at least, it's not all of it, but it is at least some, and I hope that this helps.
That's very appreciated. I do. That's what we survive on here is we sell wine to travelers here and there, and then that gets us enough to buy our rations or new clothes and different tools that we need around here, and that's very appreciated. And at that moment, Zara would walk up and give him another 35 gold. At which point he would be like, well, thank you. That really helps.
Ithor would walk up also and give 30 gold and just say, we will make this right.
Okay.
And I go up and I give him 60 gold because I can't remember how much everybody else just gave him.
Okay. How much of this?
And I go, I'm sorry about your booze. Really unfortunate.
Yeah. That makes me a little happier knowing there's at least some out there that understand, you know, understand the need to not do some of that kind of stuff. But I can't say I'm gonna if I mean it from the way y'all are acting, I can tell at least it wasn't none of y'all. But I'm gonna say if I see those either of them again, it's we're gonna have a talking to. I very much appreciate y'all. That's going to help us a lot.
I think Ithor would also look up and be like, do you need some help cleaning up the meat jello?
That's that's a pretty accurate description of what's down there. But yeah, I got most of it, but there's still a little residue down there of something, whatever it was that stuff was sitting in and extruding out of it. Seems to be. There's still some mess down there. Yeah. There's mops in the closet when you go down in the basement. If you go to the back to the left, there's some mops and down there and some buckets. There's for the creek right over this way. It's a maybe good 20-minute walk, but you can go get some fresh water from there if you want.
Yeah, Ithor would grab a couple of buckets and start heading directly for the creek to get water. They're a little bit upset and need just a tiny bit of space.
That's fair. You'd see the expression change on the Spherebulk's face pretty quickly, understanding that it's at least not the four of you, and that you've very well made up for what was gone missing. It'll take us some time. Yeah, go ahead.
Can I try casting my unseen servant to help clean up?
There you go.
I can do that now.
Nice. Yeah, go for it.
Great.
Just go ahead and mark off where you gotta mark it off on. I'm trying to pull up your sheet right now.
Sorry, I find my spells.
You're good.
Unseen servant cast. Liked it, but it's not going away. Okay, so it creates an invisible, mindless, shapeless medium force for simple tasks. Sorry, I've never cast it, so I don't really know exactly what it does.
Yeah, so what it does, it's a invisible, mindless, shapeless, medium-sized spectral servant that springs into existence. You can describe what your spectral servant would look like. And on each of your turns, like during a combat, you can move him up to 15 feet. So he's a little slow, not very strong, but can perform menial tasks for a little while, up to an hour.
Oh, I just realized what I did. I was clicking cast because I thought the button would
cast all your slots real quick. I'm like, nope, that's each spell slot. You're fine.
I didn't mean to do that.
You're fine. I remarked them because your Longstrider is already used. So you used 2. So yeah, you're good. You still got 2 first level spell slots. You're fine. I saw it. I'm like, wait, no.
I just kept clicking the button. I'm like, it should change color.
It's fine. You're good. New spells, learning things.
Yeah, so I go, unseen servant, come out to play, hooray! And it's like what I think of like the most like handsome looking, like almost invisible halfling, perhaps.
Okay.
Very
okay.
Rugged, very strong forearms.
Let's see. It can hold up to. Let's see. I can do like cleaning, mending,
it might
folding
not actually
clothes,
be strong.
lighting fire. It's not super strong, and it has a look to it, but it is like pretty. It just whatever you say it to do, it's just gonna go do that thing, and then kind of come back to you when it's done.
He's literally a small manservant.
Okay, that sounds great. So a small halfling manservant with a very blank expression pops into existence in this very ethereal, wispy way. And
say, Sugar Cube, can you please clean up some of this mess? Maybe pick up some of the help us clean. Thanks.
And you would see it give this kind of like almost a nod, and it would just start kind of picking up various stray leaves and kind of like sweeping the ground and like looking to find.
Oh, we're outside still.
Yeah, you're still outside.
Wait, stop! Come with me. We're gonna go clean up a space in the basement.
There you go. So yeah, it's just gonna start cleaning up the outside. Like, okay, all right.
Good job cleaning up the leaves.
Like organizing them by color. I don't know.
I'm gonna remember that.
Well, let's say it takes a good hour or two to for Ithor to take their moment to go get water and take a moment alone for the first time in at least 3 or 4 days. And say like about 20-30 minutes later, they come back with a couple buckets of fresh water, and would find Tea Goblin and this spectral halfling, this manservant in the basement with them, cleaning up various bits and removing crossbow bolts from various places. And what's Bertha doing while all this is happening? You're muted still. There you
Bertha
go.
is absolutely helping cleaning up
Okay.
the basement.
Yeah,
She
Zara would
feels
also do the same.
Absolutely terrible.
Yeah, Zara would also
Yeah.
be like very like not like pissed
Oh,
off or
this is
anything,
her.
but very annoyed that she's having to deal with this. Like getting it done for sure. Like, she'd definitely be one of the ones down there. Like as soon as she got up and actually got dressed and got some kind of food in her, she would be down there cleaning up and kind of in an annoyed way, but in a very focused, like okay, let's get this done kind of way. And it takes you again a couple hours to really get everything cleaned up and scrubbed. And honestly, the basement looks better than it did when you got there. There's no more goo or meat jello anywhere to be found, and at some point you'd see the various buckets full of meat jello that Balasar had been collecting that morning. Just like a whole barrel worth of meat jello just sitting there.
Is there any use for this? Like is it like fatty? Like is it like something we could make candles out of?
Soap.
Or soap?
Let's see.
Or crude cleaning products?
Roll me a Arcana check.
Okay. Ooh, 14 plus. Do I have any pluses to Arcana? Just 14.
14. That's enough. With 14, you would know, at least from making teas and working with different petals and plants and this and that, you would at least be aware that the venom that you had experienced the baby ones and possibly the adult one having, like the natural venom, those venom sacs themselves would be useful in certain ways.
Okay. I'm gonna... do we have like a pouch? Do I have like a pouch or something?
I mean, you have a carriage. I'm
like-
sure you have a pouch somewhere in there.
Like, if I have like a nice jar or something in the carriage, I would like maybe put them in the jar.
Okay, let's say one of like the empty jars from one of your out of stock teas that was sitting there.
Is there a
and-
way?
So, well, first there's 3 mimics. There's the 2 juvenile ones and the adult one. So roll me either survival or a general dexterity check. Your pick.
Oh, I have lots of survival. Let's see. 6. That's not great. 6 plus 5.
Okay.
11?
Let's say we'll do them in order. Let's say for you get 1 venom sac from the one of the juvenile ones, and you can try again with the other juvenile and the adult.
Okay. Making a note so I don't forget.
Hey, notes are good things.
9 plus 5. 14?
14. Yeah, you were able to get another one from the juvenile.
And... ooh, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
22. You're able to get 2 from the adult mimic. So you now have 4 venomous sacs that were placed that are like right below the teeth, because like as the teeth kind of inject the venom kind of thing.
Do these look like perishable items? Like...
Oh, very much so. If not used in the next few days, with that Arcana check, yeah, at least if you're not used in the next few days, they would begin to rot.
Okay. Would I know enough to be like, maybe we could put like, use the venom on like weapons, or is it, or would I know how to use these, or would I just be
Let's
like, I
see.
got a jar of stuff?
I got a jar of venom sacs. 1 sec. Let me...
Or
well, the thing is, you are also you're proficient
maybe, do either
in
you know?
you're proficient in alchemist tools and in herbalism kits. So between those two, roll me a another Arcana check just to see, either Arcana or maybe Medicine.
Ooh, I rolled an 18. Let's see what's better. I have 3 to medicine.
Okay, so 21 with Medicine. Yeah, with a 21 with Medicine, you would know that these are definitely not used to heal a damn thing. But the venom sacs can be easily turned into things like vials of acid, or can be brewed into a poison to use with weaponry.
Are we talking like nom nom acid or like whoa acid?
We're talking eat your flesh off acid.
Okay, nom nom acid. Got it.
So yeah, you'll probably need a few other ingredients to like really balance out the mix there, but with those you should be able to, with a couple other ingredients, form something that could be useful. That would be
Can I ask
venomous.
Balthazar if he has any little jars?
Balasar.
Or do I have... What? Dang, I
No.
God dear.
Although I'm pretty sure I know where you got that name, and I love it. But yeah, what do you want to ask?
You have any jars I could purchase that I could, like about this big? Vials?
We don't have too many jars around here, but we do have some bottles. They're a little bit skinnier on the neck, but they'd hold a good, at least liter or so of some kind of liquid.
Ooh, could I buy some from you?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I ain't got any empty because we saving those for bottling itself, but you can easily buy a bottle of wine if you like.
Okay. I would like 2.
2 bottles of wine. Are you looking for like basic or like some of their better stuff?
Yeah, just have you I'm gonna drink it real quick so that I have the bottles to put my ass.
Okay.
Are you not right now?
Let's
I'm
just
gonna
say,
have drink it real quick.
All right.
You wanna drink it now?
Good morning.
For 2 just like table wine kind of things, like 2 silver. They don't charge much.
Okay. 2 silver each or 2 silver for both?
For both, like a silver a piece. They're like, for the basic table wines, they're not like too expensive.
Okie dokie.
Well, it's been a couple hours, and y'all have gotten to, make up for previous decisions, and help clean up, and you now have I'd say with the 4 venom sacs, it's probably sitting about, like, if you were to, are you gonna try and shove the venom sacs into the bottle, or like pierce them and empty them out?
Well, I was gonna put the venom sacs first into like the larger empty tea container to hold them.
Okay.
And then, if I have a moment, if we're not rushing out of here, I was thinking we could all empty these bottles of wine. Because we're sad that our friends have left us.
So are the 2 of you splitting a bottle?
Well, there's 3 of us here.
3 of you? Or 4, really?
What's up, day drunk? Let's go.
So, as the... I mean, y'all have just completed a bunch of work, and, made up for some stuff, and like, okay, yeah. Everybody gets to roll me a con save.
I mean, if you want to, I don't want to force people to drink. Anybody who would like to drink, I would just really like to empty these bottles of wine so that I could have the bottles.
I'm also curious about each individual person's relationship with alcohol thus far in their life.
I mostly drink tea. Let's find out.
14.
Okay. You're still muted. Sorry, Bertha.
This is a con?
Yeah.
17.
17. Okay, and yeah, con save. Not check, save. 4. Wonderful.
Sorry,
that'd be wonderful. 20. Oh, dirty 20. Oh, damn. And Zara coming in with a 19 plus whatever. So yeah, so Zara, Bertha, and Ithor have a glass of wine apiece. Except that 1 glass of wine for Tea Goblin, and she is now this just... You thought she was loud and before? And you thought she made a lot of noise before? but you haven't seen Tea Goblin drunk.
I'm missing my friends. I'll miss you to the end. But you shouldn't steal gold from a god. No, 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 no. I miss you. I miss you.
They don't even have a drunk like condition to give you. Otherwise, I would. Just.
Can I see how my performance went, though?
Oh yeah, we're doing that at disadvantage.
Oh.
I keep looking. I was like, oh gosh, what can I throw around Tea Goblin to dampen the noise?
Well, my first roll was a 17. My second one was a 4, and
Oh no.
but it's +3, so
7
7?
still. I mean, it wasn't as bad as when you tried to wake up what you thought were for Carl Wisteria, but it's still pretty bad. It's still, and it's just louder now, and just
Waterwalling.
and just slightly tone deaf. Something like that, yeah. Oh, that's so accurate. Oh, God. Okay. All right.
Can I order my manservant to dance with me?
He's still there. Oh, hey, let's see. It took y'all a good
probably
couple hours. Yeah, I mean, you could have summoned him again if you'd like, but he's already faded by now. Now that the work was done.
I would like to summon him again to assist me in my performance.
Oh no. I mean, he can't really make a sound. I mean, okay, yeah. I mean, you do that. He
You can
can't.
dance?
He can't really make a sound, but you can tell him to dance. Yeah. I'll see. Let's see how well he does. One sec. We're gonna try it with this one. Oh no.
He's real good.
What is your charisma bonus? Because he's gonna need it.
My bonus is
Plus
plus
three.
3.
So he got a 4 total.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Tea Goblin is now day drunk, and her spectral manservant is not a dancer, just not a dancer. It's doing its very best and just not understanding the instructions. It's just kind of
like that, yeah.
like almost a really lazy robot kind of going on, you know, just.
Do I at least think I'm good? I hope so.
You're drunk. You probably do. Yeah.
Yeah. This moment's gonna go down in history.
Actually, how about roll me an insight check and let's see how well you do at perceiving how you're coming off.
Sorry, I don't have my dog inside.
Okay.
You're
That was like the perfect answer.
I'm like, okay, well. Yeah, roll me
Yeah,
a general insight check just to see if you can tell.
Oh, I rolled a 16 plus 3.
So you can, even while drunk, you can definitely tell that while your performance is not going over as well as you'd hoped, they're at least looking at you with not pity, but like, oh, that's adorable, you know, kind of vibes. It's like, oh, you sweet thing. Oh.
That's our Tea Goblin.
Oh boy.
Wouldn't have her any other way.
Nope. Oh god, that was just too good.
This is the best day that I'll never remember.
That's the most entertainment I've had in these parts in a while.
I hope I offered him some too.
I mean, he makes it. He's probably had enough of it, and it's, you know. But it's also morning. It's like maybe 8 or 9 a.m. when you're like, you woke up probably, I would say, what, usually around like 8 or so. So it's before noon. And Tea Goblin is straight up day drunk.
Hooray!
Well, as you're helping up, clean up the grounds and like just spending a little time, kind of enjoying the time off the road and enjoying having somewhere that's pretty now that you've dealt with it, pretty peaceful. Dealt with a crazy thing in the basement at least. It's pretty peaceful. So you're definitely taking your time and enjoying the bottle of wine and assisting cleaning up the grounds. Does anyone want to go straighten up the shacks that you're staying in?
Bertha would make sure that her bed was all made and nice and tidy.
Okay.
Yeah, Ithor would do the same thing.
Do y'all
Gather
check
up
out
all
any of
their
the
stuff
other
and-
ones?
I never make my bed.
That's not shocking. That reads.
I think, yeah, I think Ithor would also probably go and just double check the twin beds or the bunk beds.
Okay, roll me
And just-
investigation while you're in there.
Okay. $11.
Well, it wouldn't be hard to find, but what you would see as you're cleaning up the bottom bunk, the top bunk, is this empty bottle of wine, kind of rolled against between the makeshift mattress and the wall on the top bunk, with a little bit of stains right near the head of the bed. Wine stains near the head of the bed.
I would take the bottle and be pretty pissed. But I would strip the bed of the stained linens.
It's
Take the
basically
bottle.
a sack. It's basically like almost a potato sack that's been filled with various bits of at least of cotton, but filled with various scraps of fabric and leather and grass and wheat and just straw stuff to make some kind of mattress and feathers and stuff.
Okay, well, in that case, what I would do is I would take it, shake it around, flip it over, and the stain's
There
now
you
at the
go.
bottom.
There you go. That'll work. That'll work.
I would do the same thing with the bottom bunk. I would take it, I would shake it around, I would look at it, be like, is there anything fucking here too? My passive investigation is 13, so
Yeah, on the bottom bunk, not much. There would be, let's see, just a little bit of dirt that was near the foot of the bed there. Something you might assume to be like dirt caught in Wisteria's hooves, but nothing left behind.
all right. Well, I'm walking out of there then with the bottle. I hand the empty bottle. I go over, hand the empty bottle to Tea Goblin. Here's something else for the venom.
Thanks. Oh, and then I go, oh.
And then I go and stand off and lean up against a tree, kind of just annoyed.
Let's see. Since y'all are all pretty much together, okay, yeah, no, and Zara would have kind of seen that whole thing go down with a 16 plus on perception. While she's also doing the same kind of thing with the reading, would have seen you walking. We'd see one of you, you walking back over with the empty bottle and kind of put two and two together and been like, "Huh, okay," and just kind of same kind of annoyed, but okay, well, at least we know. And you'd see Zara go out, by this point, Balasar's kind of gone back into the monastery, just sitting there, studying, and you back over here. Let's say you're just kind of doing. You're over, standing by the tree, brooding.
Definitely brooding. Hold on.
That's good. That's real good. Definitely didn't roll
Brood?
4 for your performance.
Yeah, you would all see
thank
Zara
you,
kind of
thank
walk into the monastery, and a few minutes later, after you wouldn't be able to really overhear much of the conversation from there, but after a few minutes, she would walk back out and inform me that she'd had a nice chat with Balasar and everything's good on your end, and that he appreciated everyone, and you're all welcome to stay here again whenever you'd like. But now it's getting closer to midday, and y'all are probably gonna get together and have your lunchtime, and get ready to pack back up and continue on.
Do it.
Tea Goblin is still drunk, I would assume. Actually, you can let's say you make another con save. Let's see what happens. It's been like another hour or so. So
Very good. I'd say +1, so 16.
16. Okay, yeah. It's back to a like light buzz instead of the blatant overall just flat drunk that was.
I do drink a lot of tea and water, so like I feel like I'm constantly like peeing everything out of my system. Just so you know. I mean, I drink a lot of tea.
There is an outhouse, just as the classic outhouse you'd imagine there to be, with a little moon on the door, made of wood with a hole in the ground. So yeah.
I probably grew up in there at some point. Wait, can I try to like sneak off to like, because like I want to seem cool in front of my friends? Can I try to like sneak to the outhouse to throw up so that they don't really know I'm?
Roll me a stealth check.
Do it at disadvantage? 'Cause I'm
At disadvantage.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 5 plus 5,
no.
10.
10. Oh, okay. Not as stealthy as.
But I can.
Oh, okay.
I do have. Let's see. Can I use my? I can do. Can I use my nimble escape at some point to just kind of hide before I sneak off?
That's one of your abilities, right? Your feature.
Yeah.
Nimble escape. What exactly? I'm gonna try to.
It lets me either hide or like leave
disengage.
combat.
Okay, yeah.
I can use the hide
Well,
action. as a
what I'll
bonus
say
action.
is that you tried to be stealthy and were, at least to yourself, seemingly so. Not as much to others. But when you did get to your destination to hide to throw up, you were able to successfully hide from others while you roll me a ranged attack.
Oh, I rolled a 17.
You
Is that plus
projectile vomit out from the sacramental wine and what was left of breakfast, as you find yourself behind a boulder, and just hawking it out. Just
Yeah, like all
it's
kinds
various
of gifts.
various greens and tea leaves and and a bit of toast. I don't know. It's just
A toast! I hope that Panda didn't leave to go do the same.
Oh no. They might be taking meds.
No
We'll see.
toast.
We'll see. But yeah, no, you aimed it right where you wanted it to go. It was just a lot of it. So we'll say you took some. So yeah, T Goblin was not quite successful being stealthy to go puke, but rolled a pretty good ranged attack to puke. Landed it right where she wanted it to go, so it's now
My best
hidden very
performance
well
for
behind a
this
boulder. Yeah.
afternoon.
It's now hidden very well behind a boulder, out of everyone's sight. Thank goodness.
Probably feel better.
There's probably a little bit of the buckets of water left over. You can like swish it away with, get rid of that evidence.
Oh, if my servant, I'm gonna be like, shh, psh.
Okay, so you bring out your servant again. Okay, we can do that.
I'm drunk.
Okay.
Is it the servant already out for the dancing?
Oh no, he
Not sure
was.
how
He
long-
was. He was out for the dancing. Well, the dancing was while she was drunk, and this is as she's coming down and puking and receiving. So yeah, it was. There was a whole hour of just day drinking and partying there, just right after you got done cleaning the place.
Okay, then I don't summon him again. I was meaning
okay.
if he was still. I'll clean it up myself like some peasant.
Okay, so yeah, it's now getting to like 1 or 2 p.m. Like it's starting to get like somewhere around there. The sun's just past the crest of the highest point of the day. As you have had your day drinking fun and cleaned up this and that and that, and everyone's kind of tidied up there where they were sleeping the evening before, and gotten everything prepped to take off. Who's going to lead us out of here on the road?
Me.
You? Okay. So you'll be at the reins.
Yep.
Oh, that's not your token. Derp. Okay. So you'll be at the reins. I'm adjusting this one so real quick. So yeah, you'll be at the reins. Who else is going where?
Earth is going in the back.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and say Zara took the seat up next to Ithor on the carriage, and T-Goblin, I assume, you usually hop up on Minnie, right?
Yeah, how sober am I at this point?
You're still buzzed, but it's not to the point of being bumbly anymore, or at least because of that.
Can I like look in my herb stash and see if there's anything that might help me like mellow myself out a little bit before I don't want to drink and drive moose.
No drinking and driving moose. Yeah, that's a whole different kind of
That is
drinking and driving.
responsible.
Fair.
Very responsible.
Yeah, roll me another con save just to see if you're able to make some.
I rolled an 18.
Okay, yeah, no, you're
plus
good.
1.
Yeah, you're able to make some nice calming tea and flush out the buzz, and you're back to
some detox tea.
Yeah, and it'll detox a little bit.
Actually, I know what kind of tea is good for that. Thistle tea is good for hangovers and if you're nauseous.
There you go.
Milk thistle.
Yeah. So yeah, you're able to brew up some tea to calm the nerves and the body down. Right as everyone's packing up and getting everything sorted, and right before you leave, Balasar would come to the group, and well, I do appreciate y'all your helps yesterday and today. While it was a bit disheartening to find that this morning, y'all have definitely made up for it, so I do appreciate y'all. And I'm going to hand you another bottle of wine. This one of a little finer grade, as you could tell. Not the same one that you'd bought before. So,
I don't make to go grab it because I had already had a moment, and I'm like, I'm good. I'll whine for a bit, but I'm like, that's nice, and then I just kind of walk.
So who would like to add a bottle of wine to their inventory?
Sure.
I'll put it. Yeah, Bertha
Okay.
or me.
Okay, I'll just go ahead and toss that in there. Okay, one second. Let me go ahead and just do that while I'm thinking about it. We're gonna toss it into your sheet.
I forget, what is the god of this monastery again?
This is it's a monastery of the Church of Yggdrasil.
So I just like before we leave, be like, can you please, put, maybe like send us some good wishes with Yggdrasil for the travels. Not my.
There is a
specific
shrine.
deity, but-
There is a shrine.
There is a shrine. Then
yeah,
I'm gonna go over.
Most monasteries will have a little shrine just as you're about to enter the road. So what do you put in it again?
I'm gonna go to the shrine, and I'm gonna put one of my platinum coins.
Okay.
And say I'm really sorry for all the craziness that happened here. I hope that you send some good vibes our way, and know that even though we maybe not all of us made the right decisions, that our hearts are in the right place.
Okay. Well, that's definitely enough to get you the boon from that shrine, as you've had before. Very similar to the shrines you all found as you were first leaving Lauren's Rest.
Oh, we get a thing from it? Is it the luck thing?
Yep.
Sweet. Do I feel lucky? Like,
You definitely feel a warm energy kind of brush through your body, or originating from your ring.
is it lighting up?
It is.
Oh, everybody, look! I don't know if you're near me. Hey, look! Was that 3 luck or 1 luck?
It was 3 points, yeah.
I go in.
I think for the next, let's say, and you have those 3 luck points. You can use them until you take a long rest.
I'm gonna let Bertha and Ithor and Zara know
Okay.
that there's a shrine over there and that it seemed to have done
Something
made my ring
like it
light
made your
up.
ring glow and a nice, warm, tingly feeling across your body.
And I tell them what I left. I say, I left a platinum. I don't know. I apologize for what happened, and I feel good about it. I mean, it made me feel better. I don't know.
Oh, good. That's good to hear.
I go, my ring's glowing.
I'm going to follow suit and also put a platinum at the shrine.
Okay. As you do, same thing happens with you. Your ring that you're wearing, wherever you're wearing it, begins to glow, but in that dark purple and misty energy that you had seen before from your spells, and you also feel that warm, tingly feeling over your body.
That's really pretty. Yours turns purple? Mine's green!
Yeah, yours is
With-
green with like some pink swirls into it.
With swirls. What
Bertha
does yours
will
look
go over-
like? Sorry.
Sorry.
I get excited. I want to know what your ring looks like when it lights up.
Bertha goes over and very lightly just cuts her thumb open on the top of one of her hand axes and just drips a few drops of blood onto the top of the shrine.
You don't have the
It's
same.
like the last time.
Yeah, you don't have the same. Well, you'd also dropped some coin on there, I think, didn't you? Last time?
No, it's just.
No,
I
just the
don't
blood.
know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, yeah. With your connection, I'll allow that because it's you. But as you do that, roll me a perception check.
My birthday's hardcore.
5. Okay, yeah. You drip the blood onto the shrine, and it does seem to sit on top of the wood and the different carved little structures, features to it, and you feel a slightly different tingle, but it's definitely there. It's not quite the same. If you were able to feel what the others felt, it would not be quite the same. But it's very much a tingle throughout not just your body, but just specifically your veins.
Is your ring glowing?
Is my ring glowing?
It is, and it's glowing a very deep blood red.
I go ahead and show it to Tea Goblin.
Oh. If I had some watercolors, I would make a painting of all of our rings, but I have none.
No.
I actually don't know if I can watercolor, but it seems like a good idea. Oh, hi, Harvey.
And
Yeah.
Zara, seeing all of you do this, would go just a little, and just hesitantly, but toss in a platinum and say a small but quiet prayer. And when she did that, when the prayer was finished, you would notice just this light crackle of lightning across her body, very faint, but it would just slowly crackle across her body as her ring begins to glow this very light but very bright blue.
All of our rings glow different colors. Did we all know this? Is this something that we already knew and I forgot? Because that's pretty cool.
I don't think we. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I think we were about to say the same thing. I don't think we shared it. I don't think we shared each of our rings with anyone yet.
Yeah, no, our rings just they didn't do any colors, I don't think, at first
Yeah.
until now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder
Yay!
if we...
Subtle nod to the DM means we remember.
Hey, note taking's a thing.
There is.
I
Yep.
wonder if we need to find 2 people that will light up these rings. Because, like, what if we all needed to have glowy rings and now we have -2?
Let's
Well,
see.
then I guess we should
Actually,
get going.
Zara's gonna roll a history
Yeah.
check to see if she knows anything about that, and does not. Can't recall too much about that particular topic of the rings. I tried. She definitely tried. Did not. Actually, let me double check real quick. Yeah, no, did not do it. No.
Can I try to inspire her?
Yeah. Let's see. Can you do it after the roll? Maybe. Let's see. What can we do that? How can you do the blah blah blah? After seeing the roll, this can be added. Okay, yeah. So you can add a d6. So you want to give Zara an inspiration on that roll?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Are you sure you can't remember anything? I bet you can, I bet you can, I bet you can.
It's a d6. Let's see what happens. I mean, sure, I rolled pretty low, but let's just see what. Oh, yeah, no, did not. That did not really help. It was a 1. So.
Well, I'm still heard of this boot, so you know.
Yeah, no, it didn't quite do much for that. She appreciated the attempt and the help, but it just didn't do enough.
It was the wine's fault.
It was the one's fault, yeah. Oh shit! Okay, well no, that's right. Okay, so others that might be watching, our cleric had been off on a little celebration earlier this evening and has since rejoined and did actually roll for that. And rolled a 15
Oh!
as she is
my roll?
watching. So 15 plus 1. Actually, yeah, since you're there and watching, roll me a d6 and put it in the chat. And let's see how that 15 gets modified. She got here just in time. So yeah, roll me a d6, 6-sided, just plain die. Add the 15 to whatever you get with that, and let's see what happens.
Sorry.
She's just like, what's it, scat? Is it scatting in jazz?
Yeah, I can't scat to
Yes.
save my fucking life. I wish I could, because I totally would. Just to pass time.
I think it's kind of funny because it's
Well,
like
I re-rolled the d6 just for the fuck of it, and it was a 5, so we'll just go ahead and say it was a dirty 20, which is... I mean, the 15 was already enough to recover something. Yeah, the 15 was already enough to recover something, so I just re-rolled it just to see what happened. And yeah, with the dirty 20, we'll call it, Zara is able to recall from studying in her studies okay, 3. Well, it's still 18's plenty enough. So yeah, she got a 3 on that roll. So that's fine. 18 total. You're able to recover... Zara's able to remember that during her studies in Terracosta in the Church of Yggdrasil, that the Savior's rings themselves are much more like keys than jewelry, and that the rings aren't what's important. It's the power of the gods that you need to power them that is much more important.
So we need to find 2 gods to power these rings.
Not exactly, but but in a sense, sure. I mean, I think it's different for everyone, but they're much more like keys. At least what we've been taught in the schooling was that they'll give us access to the various temples in the world.
I still think we should find 2 people where keys is.
I mean, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably not a bad idea. So yeah.
Well, we got 2 of them. And I mean, I feel like it would be weird if one of us wore all of them. I feel like
Well,
that
here,
could be
I'll hold
dangerous.
on to one of them, and we like at least split them up so we don't lose. If at least one of us loses them, we still have one. You know, someone else still has another one. So I mean,
I don't want to be trusted with this. Bertha, do you mind holding on to it?
Sure, I'll hold on to it.
Okay.
with her.
And Zara and Bertha, go ahead and take the two extra rings. And you're welcome to wear them, obviously, if you want, but you can also just put them away in your bag. I think Zara would probably just, since she's already got the one that she's wearing on her necklace, she's going to just go ahead and just tuck it into her pouch, and at least for a minute. But with our other player just getting back from their celebration, we are going to go ahead and take a break so that we can get them all settled in and get back to our stream and continue on from here. Thanks to everyone watching and hanging out with us, and we will be back. I am personally going to set a 15-minute timer, and we should be back in about 20. So thanks again for watching, and we will be back as we get this next section started. Please go check out the links you see in the Support Us bar right below in the bottom corner, the bottom right corner of the screen. Those are ways you can support the individuals on the stream. And we will be back soon.
Oh, I had one question.
Okay, yes. What's your question?
So I now have some new spells, and one of them is Vicious Mockery, which is an at-will spell, and I was wondering, what does at-will mean?
At will means you can cast it at any time. That means it's a cantrip, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It means it
But
doesn't usually.
at-will means I can cast it on someone else's turn, right? Or I can cast it...
That means
or
you can,
no,
that means you
it's
can.
like-
It has a casting time of 1 action, so it still takes during like a combat. It would take 1 action to cast, but outside of combat, that means you can cast it whenever the hell you want.
Okay, cool.
Now,
And did we already talk about our dreams and stuff?
no, no one has talked about any of their experiences from the evening before. The rest of
I believe
y'all
I
all
sang
got
a
day
little
drunk
bit
for a
about
minute.
that I had a good dream.
Y'all all got
Yeah.
up, cleaned up a bunch of what's now been called meat jello, and then got day drunk for a little while. At least T-Goblin did. Y'all got buzzed. She got a little wasted for a sec, and cleaned
I
up.
didn't throw up.
Good job.
I believe the term I used was chunky meat jello.
Chunky meat jello.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, and I got these
Leftovers.
poisonous attacks.
Yeah. Chunky meat jello leftovers.
Yeah, that's accurate for a melted mimic Cronenberg style thing. So yeah, that's accurate.
Yum.
Tasty. Jello.
Okay, so I think we said like T-Goblin would be just sober enough to get back on Minnie, and be ready to take her reins up there.
I'm gonna try to store the poison sacks in a shady spot in my cabin so that they're
Good idea.
kind of contained. Maybe not if there's even if I have like a box on the back, maybe not in, because if it breaks, I really don't want acid dissolving my cat.
It would still need to be formulated into acid. It's still just a very vicious like venom poison kind of thing.
Okay, so if the glass breaks, it'll just be like gooey sacks.
There'll be
It won't
broken
be
glass and goo everywhere. Yeah.
Well, then I'll
It'll
just
still be
tuck it away,
bad.
kind of like.
It just
I'm gonna
won't.
put like some pillows around it or something, just so that it doesn't break, and in like the coolest spot that I can find, so that it doesn't rot as
Okay.
fast. Maybe in my head, I don't know.
The
I want
rest-
to work on it later.
Let's see.
tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you could easily tuck away in a cabinet or a corner inside the carriage. Bertha, you're the only one back there right now with this jar sitting there of
That sounds it smells.
yeah.
You don't have to smell it.
You have
Hey.
windows.
Does it
if I
smell
have
at all?
like some dried potpourri, I'll give it to you.
I mean,
Smell like.
it's the freshly dead kind of smell, but in an oddly, just like sickeningly sweet almost.
Pork
Like
it.
it has that like sickening, like just nauseating smell, but it's sweet in a way. Yeah.
I'd like to like take some like sprigs of like maybe rosemary and cloves and kind of like tuck it around it so it makes it a little more appeasing. Maybe some cinnamon stick maybe on top.
Maybe 5.
Hiding around the top, you know.
Cinnamon sticks or
Yeah.
some poopery.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh no.
Can we have potpourri in this game, Captain, please?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you have someone that collects various things from the forest and flowers and various shit like that. You can, I'm
I
sure.
mean, I don't actually know if I have potpourri, but I feel like I probably have enough herbs that smell like things. I could...
Roll me. Let's see. What is your herbalism? I want to see. I mean, I know you have herbalism. I just want to see what would that. Hang on a sec.
Could
I'm
I
gonna
use
say-
my tool to help me crush up some stuff to make some potpourri?
I would say yeah, with your alchemist supplies and herbalism kit and being proficient with those, then yeah, you could easily do something like that and make some potpourri. Roll me. I'm gonna call this a medicine check, since it's supposed to kind of relieve some ailment of something, which is the nauseating smell. Like I'll call it.
17 plus
Okay.
3.
Okay, dirty 20. Yeah. You're able to find enough various dried things and crush it up and find a little thing to put it in and set it next to it, so it kind of masks the smell. I
Like-
kind of want to roll opposing rolls and see what happens. Like, see which smell is more powerful. But I don't. But it's gonna have to like get a natural 20 if it's gonna beat it. So it's gonna have to be natural 20 versus dirty 20. So let's find out. If this crits, then we'll see. It did not. We're good. It does overpower it.
I hope that helps. I know those panda noses are really sensitive, probably.
They are. Unfortunately are.
Like, I take a little bit of the poopery and maybe like just hand it to you and like get your hand and just put it in your paw. Okay, if it smells bad, smell this.
Maybe we all need little poopery necklaces, so we are just smelling that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Did anyone else just have a Wayne's World moment?
That's what I was.
If you're gonna smell
You
this,
smell this.
Smell this. This smells really bad. Smell this.
spew in this.
It's in a small paper cup.
Thank you.
Party
Thank
time!
you.
Excellent!
You know,
And Scooby-Doo ending.
that didn't happen.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm done derailing the game.
God damn it. Oh boy. Sorry, no. I just,
In the future,
it
though,
broke
I'm
me in
going
such a
to
good
try to
way.
make poopery sachets for everyone because I
Uh,
think that would be a nifty thing to have.
It
So
broke
I'm
everything,
gonna.
but it broke it in a very good way. So at this point, y'all are rolling down the road.
Okay, I'm on Minnie's head.
You're
Yeah.
up on Minnie's head. Oh, you can still be like. I mean, it's gonna require some extra dexterity to be playing spoons on Minnie's head, but we can see.
Tapping
can
them on
I-
her antlers.
Could I like use my fancy rope to kind of like affix me to her antlers so that I can play spoons better?
Okay, yeah.
I have my rope and I go like wiggy wiggy snaggy snaggy, and I'm like, can you
And the rope
gently
just-
tie me to?
curls
the-
up. You can tell it like a harness, and it'll form like a harness, and then
Yeah.
they'd say like tie off, and it would tie off. So you could tell it to harness and then tie off a couple times, and it'll work. You'll say like, it'll kind of it'll be
And
very
we, like,
snake-like. It'll wrap around your waist and knot on different spots and around your legs and
And I'm gonna like
Yeah,
scratch
cross.
Minnie's head while this happens so she doesn't get startled.
fair. Yeah, animal handling check. Why not?
Sure. Hoo-hoo! That was a 13 plus 5. 18.
Yeah, no, she's fine. She also rolled a 15 to not freak out, so we're good.
Good job, Minnie.
So yeah, you're now tied off. You do have like you have your spoons, and you have, I believe, that viol, which you haven't played with yet, by the way.
I mean, yeah, I don't know if I'm prepared to use the wool.
I mean, the only way to get
Fireworks.
good at it is fireworks.
Someone is shooting off fireworks in front of my house.
Why
It
is-
seems like
Oh my god.
like
Why?
the ones in the sky.
Well, that's
Holy cow.
fun. Yeah, we can hear them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
I really hate fireworks.
Me too.
Yeah,
I
that's
had to go put my
a
cat
little
in my bedroom
annoying.
so she doesn't freak out real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah, for sure.
That's fair.
Yep.
That's a
Oh
lot.
my god.
It's
Wow.
insane.
Are you in the
Sorry about
Fae?
that.
Never mind.
Yeah,
I'm
that's-
okay.
Never
I
mind.
don't
Don't answer that.
I thought my area was bad.
Cool.
We're good.
People. Avery,
Sorry.
buddy. My dog did not like that.
Yeah, I would
That's
bet.
puppy.
Okay, so yeah.
Oh yeah, you weren't on the last game. I have to dope my dog up.
Oh.
Your blink dog or
Yeah.
your actual dog?
No, my actual dog. Bertha has a blink dog. I got Sally.
Oh, that's right.
Pork and beans is the big dog.
So I figure
Is
I have
Bulldog-
my like violin or viola on my back, like just in my stuff, because I'm not ready to use it. It's too fancy. Maybe tonight I'll fiddle with it.
I can't hear you.
Fiddle
Hear
with
you.
it.
Get it? Get it?
Okay, so yeah, Teagle ends up on Minnie, now harnessed off and not in danger of just randomly falling off while she's playing her spoons. Yeah, I, Thor, and Zara, y'all are up front on the carriage. And I would assume at this point you would be the two driving, since this one is now sitting there playing the spoons instead of holding onto the antlers.
I mean, I'm not super loud, just a little jaunty, like, on the road again. Me and my friends on the road again. Actually, on Minnie Moo again.
Does anyone want to? Hang on one sec. Let's see. Actually, before I say that, I should do a thing. I was asking if anyone wanted to check their map to see which way they were going.
Yeah, where are we even going?
Yeah,
Are you too drunk to see where we're going?
I think
I should
most of
hope
you have
you're
sobered
still
up by
going
now.
out of the forest.
No, you're out of the forest now. You're out of the forest now.
Right.
Yesterday. You got out of the forest,
Right.
And found your way to the monastery there,
Right. Okay.
which was right on the edge.
Well, then I think
yeah.
I think we're going north. Should I roll
that where-
to make sure of that? But I think we're going north.
I mean, you do have a map.
I have a part of a map.
Yeah,
We
at
got
least-
a
That's right.
yeah, you were given a map in session 0.
Oh. Do I remember that I got a map in session?
Does anyone remember they got a map in session 0?
How do we act?
Hold on, I'm opening it.
You're opening it? Okay. I
Okay,
was like, who was
somebody
holding
needs-
on to it anyway? I didn't remember who actually grabbed it at the beginning.
I hope nobody tries to.
No.
Well, I didn't grab the whole thing, but
Okay, so yeah, one of
we
you...
are definitely
Actually,
we
yeah,
are going
everyone
north,
roll me
we're
everyone roll me a d20. Just a straight d20. I just want to see.
I got a 20.
Get an
I
8,
got 20.
you get a 20,
7.
19.
7, 18. Okay, yeah, well, Zara got the 20, so yeah, no, Zara will be the first to remember that you have a map.
Yeah, and Zara is like supposed to be the best at navigating. Me personally, I'm not, but Zara is supposed to be. So.
Me?
Oh.
I think I
Yeah, out of
suggested-
the four of
No,
you've recently traveled the most.
Yeah.
Out of the four of
Oh,
you.
right.
Yeah.
So yeah, it makes sense anyway.
So yeah, you're able to remember that you have a map, and okay, now
Right.
everyone just roll me an initiative just to see who actually got it.
I got 10.
4, 3, and that's with your initiative
Oh,
bonuses.
fuck, I got an 8.
Oh, with
Oh, wait.
initiative?
You also have an initiative.
Crap.
You should. Some of you at least might have an initiative bonuses.
6.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's right, I do.
Reload. It's being funny. Sorry.
10.
So 10, 6, 5, and what was your original roll, Zara?
10. And
Zara
what's
was
my
10
initiative?
plus
I don't-
1. Yeah,
Yeah.
you again beat everyone. You beat one by 1 point. Like there was a 10 and an 11.
Barely.
So yeah.
Okay.
So Zara happened to be the one that grabbed it so long ago.
Okay. So where's the map? I don't know where it is. Like to actually physically in game where it is.
If you grabbed it, it would probably be like in your bag if you were the one to grab it. You know, back then.
Okay.
So yeah, I
Yeah.
haven't put it in there. Just trying to see who actually did it because like it was in there. You'll just never checked it. So yeah, you're able to find the map in your bag and like, oh, there it is, and there you go. The areas you'll be able to see in the top left there are the section of the map that you have, and the location of the Tower of Revitalization that you know from having seen it, emerge from the ground.
I see. And we are currently. Where are we now?
So you
we-
started in Lauren's Rest, and you headed north.
But are we leaving the
Going to
monastery?
Giant's Pass?
Yeah, are we going to Giant's Pass?
That would be on the way. I see either are saying yes, yes. like, yes, we are. Okay, so yeah.
I want to go to that tree that sings. That sounds great.
Yeah, I'm like Tree of Songs. Let's go there.
Maybe we should just go
sounds
there.
Yeah.
Why don't we just
Well, you were
like,
told that you first needed to
Walk
seek
ahead.
the Temple of Ifrit, and you were told its location. Like,
Oh.
in the first session, you were told the temple, that you needed to first seek the Temple of Ifrit, and you were told where it was. That's why it's marked on the map.
So we still have to go through Giant's Pass to get to the Temple of Ifrit.
That's good. That's the business town, right?
It's a merchant hub. Yeah.
Yeah. So we can probably buy some cool stuff there. Which might be good because it looks like we have to go through a desert.
Yeah.
Definitely need to stock up on mini food if we're going through a desert.
We have to survive the Giant's Pass and go over water.
We're going over water?
Can
Yeah.
we go over water with Minnie and the carriage?
Is there a bridge?
Is there
Well,
is there a
there's
bridge?
road. The yellow marks are roads.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
gonna say because I can control water to some degree if I rest.
Right. Yeah. No, the yellow marks on there that you can see are roads that you know about or were already marked.
Okay, so there's probably a bridge.
I think so.
Okay, then
If it's a
that
road
way.
road.
Yeah, is it a road?
Okay.
road? I only see an orange path that ends at Giant's Pass.
That's a road
Yep.
road.
Yep.
Let's go.
That's what you
north.
got. Okay. So you decide to head
Head
north.
north to Alaska.
Giant's Pass.
Head
Okay.
north.
All right, and so you decide to head north. I need to adjust some things real quick. This is the one.
Now that we know where we're going, I'm gonna hold off playing spoons for a little bit because I'm gonna be doing this.
Yeah, concentrate. Focus.
I don't even think I have that good of a
Okay, so
perception,
yeah,
but I'm gonna pretend that I'm gonna try and perceive.
Also, let's say that it's probably around 2 p.m. by the time you'd leave. And let's see. 1 sec. Okay, yeah. It's a decently nice day. There are some clouds, but it's mostly all overall blue in the sky, and the sun is still bright bright up there in the sky as well. You start to see less and less trees as you head off, but much more of the various large bits of rock that have tumbled down from the mountains to the left and to the right of the monastery. But now along the road, you see more of the rubble that has started to fall off the mountains to your west or left. And it's a pretty old peaceful day for the most part. There's a few different creatures you see rushing off throughout the different across the different plains here and there and rolling hills. There's some wildlife. But after a while, you finally make your way to that little river that you saw on the map.
Oh, good. We have a little crossing. Do we have to answer these questions 3 to get across the bridge?
I was just thinking maybe we should stop and look under the bridge before we go over it.
Also a good
What
idea.
is What is your favorite color? What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen solo?
I think
African
should we
or
grab some
European?
water
European.
while we're here? You fill our water skins?
You should let Minnie have some water, and we should fill our water skins. That's a good plan.
Yeah.
Have we bathed? Can we bathe in this water? Are we?
Still
Are we
probably pretty
dirty?
gross from the whole.
Yeah, we're probably pretty gross. I mean, I can't imagine we're feeling so great after that gooey, messy fight and other fights.
I mean, y'all had
And-
time
yeah.
the day before, the evening before, to clean up and actually it's a place where you're supposed to be able to refresh yourself. So you could easily cleaned off the day before after the initial gory mess and maybe dunked in the river, dunked yourself in some of the water, this and that, because now that the basement's clear, they have access to their rations again. It's not all a whole sticky gooey mess. So you would have been
Yeah,
offered
so we-
the chance to bathe.
we-
And, yeah. I mean, you could have stayed in a sticky, gooey mess if you'd liked, but you would have had the opportunity to bathe.
No, cleanliness is next to godliness.
What is the temperature outside? I think that determines a lot about how much we want to get in this water.
It's a
Are we
little.
gonna get our
It is
Winter
sunny.
Toast?
It is sunny, but it is a little bit more of a chilly day. It's not a really. It's not really super warm, but it's decently. It's comfortable, but it's not super warm or hot or anything.
Okay, so we don't need to go swimming, but I think we should at least have Minnie get a drink, probably.
Yeah, Minnie probably needs to drink.
Okay, so do you stop here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, first I want to kind of like.
Oh, shit, sorry, I had the wrong tokens up front. Whoops, sorry. Doops. Doop, you two. So actually, yeah, you three in the front, T-Goblin, Ithor, and Zara, roll me perception checks. You can as well, Bertha, but it would be at, like, disadvantage if you wanted, because you're inside the carriage at the moment.
I'm not
15
rolling
plus
anyway.
I got a 6.
18.
18, okay. 6.
Hold on.
What was your highest, Bertha? Or, sorry, lowest, Bertha?
9.
9. Ouch. Yeah, that tracks with that. Okay. How about you, Ithor?
Yep.
13.
13. Okay.
13.
Yeah, Zara's a little bit distracted, just kind of looking at all the different stuff around, and with that, Bertha can't really see shit from inside there, just enjoying the rest. But T-Goblin would be the first to notice a large ogre. Oh, shit, not that. What am I doing? No.
Whoa!
That's not it. That is not what I'm talking
Oh
about.
my goodness!
That is not an ogre. That is just a circle. That's not what I wanted. One sec. Things are weird on this whole thing. There we go. I was trying to get this little thing. I don't know why I did that. I need to probably fix something here. I don't know. Okay. T-Goblin and then Ithor would be the first to notice a large ogre step out from behind the boulders on the other side of this bridge.
Oh dear.
And with T-Goblin's perception there, you would notice a goblinoid standing in some weird little contraption on its back.
I'm gonna call out to Goblin. I speak Goblin, right?
I would hope so. You're a goblin.
I'm gonna say, everyone, I'm gonna say, whisper to them, hey, you might want to get ready. There's a ogre over there, but there's a goblin on him, so I'm gonna try to talk, okay? I'm gonna go, hello? Are you a goblin? Or the traditional goblin greeting of, are you a goblin?
That's a tradition. Yeah.
Is that like when dogs like bark at each other like, "Hi, I'm a dog. Are you a dog?"
That's what it sounds like.
We have a rich language.
No, you do. You do. It's there is traditional goblin. And let's see. Are you doing this from like on like have you slowed the carriage down, or you're still like rolling toward you?
Yeah, I pull back when I see.
Okay.
Them.
So you kind of like just a little bit in. You're able to slow down right before you get onto the bridge, kind of thing, and call out from there. And this goblin sees you and has a bit of a confused look on its face. What did you say again? You said, "Are you a goblin?" Yeah.
The traditional greeting
Yeah.
of "Hi,
Are you a goblin?" Yeah.
Slash, I also would like to say, you have a really cool contraption bucket. Is that you look cool?
This goblinoid kind of looks a little confused, and then has a almost maniacal smile reach across its face and hiss at you.
Rude.
Very rude.
That's not speaking goblin. That's sad. I say, okay, guys, I don't think they're friendly.
And hang on. Okay, yeah, good. The ogre at this point kind of lumbers forward a little bit to the edge of the bridge, and goes, "Pay the toll, or pay with your life."
I don't. Did you say pie?
Pay the toll, or pay with your life.
Pie your toll or pie with your life?
How much is this toll?
Let's see the toll.
And kind of stops and like looks back at the goblin, and the goblin kind of like whispers into his ear, 5 hot. And then the goblin like and like hisses at it like, and 5,000 the goblin whispers again, gold.
How many people have you gotten this from already?
Yeah.
Bertha notices that the carriage has stopped at this point and gets out and sees what the commotion is all about.
Okay, do you get out to like the right or the left, just for, for shit's sake, why not? Yeah, you should. Let's see. You should be able to move your you cannot. Why can you not do that thing here? Now you can. That's.
Yay!
That's probably because I did a token update for some of y'all. That's right.
Bertha's gonna go right.
Yep, y'all
there.
are soon be able to control them again. Sorry about that.
I'd like to try to use my vicious mockery to insult
Okay.
the goblin.
Really?
Yeah, just be like that's an instant like you can do better. That's like too much money. You're not gonna get that from people. If you're gonna steal from people, you should do better. Ask for something more reasonable.
So vicious mockery is more of like you say some like you're trying to roast that person. It's not like I mean you could try it as a criticism, but it's more of a you're supposed to like mock that one and roast them and be like very viciously. That's why it's called vicious mockery.
Oh well.
Want that.
Okay. I thought that was rather vicious, personally.
It was
Sounded
more like a business lesson than anything else.
I mean, I'm gonna say to
The goblin's gonna laugh at you at this point, and is very like cackling kind of laugh.
I want to like say then to the ogre, I guess I will be.
He's probably funny. They definitely found it really fucking funny. And let's see, what else does that thing? What does that do? It does 1d4 as on a wisdom save. So let's see if he saves some damage. With a 14. That's wild. So no, it's saved from the damage.
Damn it! All right. Then I say, guys, I think I should back Minnie up.
And the ogre.
You have the reins. I think we should back Minnie up.
Idea.
Yeah,
Can I just
go ahead.
over the
Ithor's gonna hop off the cart.
Okay, you should
I
be
will
able to
do
move
that right now because I can move.
Yeah, you should be able to move now.
I can move.
Thankfully, finally got that going. Oh, one sec.
Actually, I don't want to be right there. I want to be like over here, like there. No, I don't want to be behind. That's a problem. I don't want to be behind one of those pylons. All right, I'm next to Minnie. We're shoulder to shoulder, bud.
I'm gonna try to back her up, though. You might want to be. Just make
Can
sure.
I just bust out my wings and fly over him and intimidate him to move out of the way?
Ooh.
And be like,
Well,
you shall move.
Hang on.
Let us pass.
One sec. So as you're all, let me check your screen. So as you're all hopping out of the carriage and moving around and getting ready, and it seemed like you're preparing for something. The other goblin would notice this and whisper something else into the ogre's ear, as it lets out a roar. And you roll initiative.
Oh,
And the
God.
music.
It sees y'all taking a preparation round.
Now
And
what
lets
is
out a
it?
roar.
14.
Roll initiative, you said?
Yep.
Also rolls 14.
Roll initiative.
13.
As you take your defensive stance on the other side of the bridge.
Is he 10?
Okay, so what was yours again, T-Goblin?
I rolled a 14.
14. Ithor?
13.
13? 13?
No, 1-4.
1-4. Okay, 14, yeah. Okay, Bertha?
14.
14, damn. Okay, Zara, did you happen to get a 14 today?
I got a 14. Close.
Well, fuck. Is that with your initiative bonus?
No, it is not.
So it's a 14. Motherfuck! How did you all go at the same exact goddamn time? Oh, okay.
We're becoming one.
Okay. That's
Chances.
the fucking chances are astronomical. I'm sure some math nerd in our chat would. I would love for anyone who knows how to do that math this quickly. Please tell me what exactly that was right there, because I kind of want to know the chances of 4 players rolling a 14 at the same time.
Yeah, do we got a Nate Silver watching?
Yeah.
Like, that just threw me for a second. That's some fucking luck right there. Good job. Don't know where that came from, but I'm liking it.
I really want to turn to an ox and charge this guy.
Let's see. Yeah, you got that, and you got okay. All right. I already rolled initiative for the other one, so I'm going to try to just go ahead and get that ready to go. Let's see. So at the top of the initiative, this happens. A goblin that you couldn't see at the time jumps out from behind this rock over here, and you catch a glimpse of him as he's running across, getting prepared to go come onto the bridge. And then next in the initiative, that one rolled a 19. The next in the initiative was 18, which is the half ogre.
Oh gosh.
And the half ogre has okay. 1, 2, 2, has a 30-foot speed and is going to rush over across the bridge. But let's see. Yeah, and that's all he can really do. He's just roaring and rushing your way with that goblin on its back. And then next up in the initiative is all of you.
Can you smell?
Okay, so with this incredible luck, I'm going to run this one just slightly different. I'm going to have you all take your movements, any movements that you might do in your turn. Go ahead, up to your movement speed. Everyone take your movement now, and then we'll do this first set of actions and any second set of actions. For this battle, just since you're going at once in unison, some fucking how.
Well, I just moved in front of Minnie and Key Goblin.
Okay.
I'm gonna try on my turn to steer Minnie back.
You're gonna what? Jump on her back? Okay,
No, since I'm on Minnie's head, I'm gonna use my turn to try to get Minnie to move back up.
Yeah, because you're still like harnessed in.
Yeah,
you're
so
still
I'm
tied
just gonna
to
stay
her body and head.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay here and try to like move her back
Okay.
on my turn.
So no movement, but we'll do that as an action. That works. We'll actually use some of Minnie's movement real quick at this round. I'll say we'll put her at the same round as all of you, because why the fuck not? And Minnie would actually probably, let's see, rear back a bit and try to turn the carriage. I'll at least start to turn away and try to go that way. And I'm going to do a couple things real quick to make it seem more accurate. Yeah, and try to turn that way while you're still sitting on her somewhere, wherever I can get you to sit. And Zara, you were on the front at the time, so you're kind of there. So yeah, now we'll go ahead and take your movement at the same time.
I want to bust out my wings, so do I need to
Okay,
do much move?
well, okay, we'll say you, as your bonus action, I'll go ahead and let you do that first, as part, and make, because I'm sure you're going to want to move with your wings. So when it comes to bonus action stuff, you've done it. Your bonus action, your wings are out. Everyone sees, anyone that could see would see these large, not super large, but proportional for a body, spectral light blue glowing wings with like crackling lightning as the body and feathers to them. and a small band of that same blue crackling energy in between her eyes, as her wings spread out in full form, ready to take flight. Any other bonus actions anyone wants to do before they really, like, the same kind of way? Because we can do bonus action and then movement, or movement, bonus action.
I just want to be intimidating.
Okay.
I just want to be like.
I think Bertha
Yeah.
figured something out. What was that?
Bertha's mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
Bertha's a little pissed off right now. So Bertha would like to go do a rage.
Bertha would like to go do it.
Bertha Berserker!
Rah! It's like, Bertha's gonna go into a rage. Rah!
Party
And
big sexy!
as Bertha is coming around the side of the carriage, sees this happen.
Can I use this?
Sure, we'll do that just once. Yes, and so at the same time as Zara's wings, form out and swoop as she's sitting in front of the carriage, and like stands up on the front of the carriage, and their wings splay out at the same time. You all hear this massive roar come out of Bertha as every bit of blood in her body swells, and her body itself swells, and she just gets bulkier and like not overly so, but everything just kind of gets bigger, and you see her eyes just start to change into this solid blood red as this roar is released, and she rushes forwards towards the ogre.
With the hand axe and the longsword in hand.
Yeah, having drawn weapons on the way. Yeah,
Yeah, crap, weapons.
Okay,
I got my
and
whip.
Ithor jumps off the front of the carriage and starts rushing in, and at least gets in the way, like holding down that part of the bridge, that entrance to the bridge, as T-Goblin's like trying to get Minnie to rush across. It's like at least to rush the other. Yeah, what would you like to use your action?
My bonus action, I want to inspire Bertha, and when I see her transform,
Okay.
be like,
Yeah, everyone gets your bonus action, and you fire inspiration. So Bertha, you have a 1d6 inspiration that you can use, and Ithor, you want to do
Did
something.
I use any? Yeah, I just want to get my Hexblade ready. I want to get Whisper ready.
Yeah, we just say I usually do drawing a weapon
Yeah.
as a free action, or like switching one.
Okay.
Because it doesn't take long. If you know the weapon, which you do. So yeah, you're already
Okay, so
ready
like
that.
Ithor is like super focused on getting in between, like protecting T-Goblin and Minnie and Pulse Whisper.
Okay. Any
Okay.
bonus action you want to do real quick? Since everyone else is taking bonus actions first.
I mean, I don't think
It's good.
so, but I'm gonna look real quick before I say yes or no. Hold on. No, I'm good.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
there's nothing-
So everyone's got their
there's
bonus
no
action.
bonus
You've all
action
taken your, and y'all now. Let's do the first action. I'm gonna go by for actions. See whose dex is higher. Let's see. We have a 15. We have a 14. We have a 12 and a 14. So the highest for dex is T-Goblin. So what is your action for this round?
my action is to try to steer Minnie kind of away.
Okay, that was the action to do that. And you go, okay, cool. Next up in the dexterity round, since we're having to run this multiple ways, Ithor and Bertha are in the same. You're both the same dexy.
Yeah.
So whoever wants to
buddy.
whoever wants to go first, of you two.
I graciously concede the floor
Okay.
to Bertha.
So what do you want to do, Bertha? You're raging, 2 weapons in hand, and right up to this dude.
Would like to swing at him.
Do it. Roll an attack.
If it's pay or die, it's pay or die, motherfucker.
They
You should
seem
pay
confident. They seem pretty confident themselves.
Oh no!
Oh,
You have inspiration.
I do.
What was it?
It was a nat 1
Okay, with which weapon?
with the hand axe.
With the hand axe, yeah, okay. Yeah, that.
It was an 11 with the longsword though.
Okay. Yeah, neither a hit though. Just not. You almost catch it with the you like miss with the hand axe, but as you come in with a longsword, it just like deflects off of just a little bit of metal on one of the little pauldrons on the ogre. Like you definitely hit it. It just didn't like do any damage to it. It just kind of bounced off the armor there. So next up, Ithor.
Okay. Can you smell the warlock is cooking, motherfucker?
Okay.
I know you guys are gonna get so tired of me saying that, but I'm not gonna get tired of saying that. So, I apologize. I'm so
Don't,
sorry.
you're fine.
But I
roll
love it.
your attack.
We can see how sorry you are.
Natural 20
Damn.
Yes.
Okay.
plus 6.
Okay.
Plus 6, so 26.
20. Okay.
To
So
hit.
how I was thinking, I found a new way to do criticals that make more sense to me, and I think y'all would agree with this. Is that instead of rolling an extra die or just doubling what you get, what we're gonna do from here on out is like whatever your damage die is, whenever you do a critical, you're gonna do your maximum for that die and roll one more die.
Ooh.
So you have
Nice.
a chance
Okay.
to maximize your double damage, but you always get at least your max damage for one of those damage points, and then you get to roll how much more you do on your critical. So you have a 1d10 plus 3. We got 2d10. You get roll 1d10, and it's basically 13 plus whatever you roll
Okay, 13 plus my other
on
D10
your
here.
on your
Okay.
d10. Yeah.
And that second D10 gonna also be plus 3 or just
That's
the
just
D10?
whatever the total is on that one.
Okay, then plus 3, so
So
16.
16 damage. Woo! Yeah, that's a crit for you.
Bitch.
Yeah, so you get to do max damage on one die, and then roll your second die to increase the damage for your critical. It's so that you can't roll a crit and then roll a 1 on damage and do 2 damage on a critical hit.
Yeah, which seems unfair.
Yeah, so you already start out with a bunch of damage because it's critical, and then you get to see how much more you do beyond that.
But
So-
I'm not going for the ogre. I wasn't going for the ogre on that one. I was
Okay,
going
who are
for
you
the
going
goblin.
for? You're going for the one on his
The
back?
goblin on his back. Hell yeah.
Okay, yeah, with 16 damage to on that. Yeah, he is. Your Eldritch Blast flies off and just absolutely pummels this thing with force of this dark black purple force, ball of shadow flying at this goblin, and completely just blows him like 30 feet off the back of this thing, completely unconscious and starting to bleed out from the internal bludgeoning damage of this force. That was a critical one-hit kill. Good job. So the Goblin Commander is done. The Ogre's still standing there. As this, actually, I'm going to say he went just a little further with that. And as he lands there, you would likely very easily, at least Bertha and Ithor, the closer ones, would easily hear a little bit of a screech coming from 2 places beyond them. As at least one goblin you know of reacts to seeing their commander just obliterated in one hit.
Balls. Maybe I shouldn't have gone for that first. Bye.
Good plan.
No, crit on the first attack. Your first is great. Yeah, that's awesome. No, okay. So next up in Dex is gonna be who was next? I think it's Zara. Yeah, Zara, you were next up in Dex. I'm actually just gonna put you in order. There we go. So yeah, you are standing on the carriage, wings out, haven't moved, so you can still use your movement.
I want to
And-
be up.
Okay, so you want to go how many feet up? You have a with the ability you procured at the shrine. You now have 40 feet until you take a long rest. So you can fly a total of 40 feet of distance, including up, left, right, backwards. That you name it.
And how tall is the ogre, and how far is he from me?
The ogre is a bit taller than you. I'd say somewhere in the range of around 10, 12 feet. Is a large character. Like you are like just under 7. He's over 10, probably 12. It's a
Okay.
large thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And how far is he from me at the moment?
Right now, he is 30 feet from you. Well, 25 really. You can get to him in 20 without if you don't go up. But if you needed to go around someone, which you kind of would, you'd be 25 feet away. So you'd have 15 more feet if you wanted to be in any other direction than just closer. So you can get right up there next to him.
Because I want to be like hovering around him intimidatingly, and then I want to be able to use my whip at him.
Okay, so how much range does your whip have?
Right range. Yeah, so what's my whip range?
Looks like your whip has a range of 10 feet, so you could be... If he's... Let's call him at the 10-foot level. And so to get to a range where you could hit with a whip, at the maximum you could be 10 feet away from him. So let's say with the last 15 feet of your movement, you've gone 15 feet into the air. So you're now a space above him in the air, like there's a 5-foot space, 5-foot space, you're a space above him in the air.
That's what I...
But you are still within range of him right there. Yeah.
That's where I want to be. Yeah. So I'm still like hovering enough
you now
above...
see Zara floating, like
yeah,
you know, they see these wings, like she just, propels, like these wings propel her, and she just, very pretty quickly, just blasts herself off of the off of the front of the carriage, and flies directly up to hover over near the head of the ogre, whip in hand.
Yes.
I
look up at me and be very confused.
Did you want to take any action? Besides movement, yeah, you used a bonus action and you got your movement, so now you can use your action. Since it just happens to be all being like, yeah, this is wild. Yes, this party has definitely leveled up in like badassery between like everyone's new powers and abilities and stuff. Like y'all have, like with Bertha raging out into this bloodthirsty beast, and Zara floating mid-air, crackling with lightning.
Yeah, I want to use my whip on him.
Okay, roll your attack. D20 plus 4. So roll your D20 and then add your plus 4 hit with the rip.
16 total.
That hits. Roll your damage.
Yeah.
So 1d4 plus 3.
4.
4.
Plus 3.
So 7. So
yeah.
So yeah, nice hit. That's actually, that's max damage you can do with that. So fuck yeah. And she reels back her whip, having finally got the chance to practice it a bit, with the mimics, and was able to whip him straight in the face and leaves a nice little gash right across his cheek, doing quite a bit of laceration right across its face. It is damaged for sure. He is now unable to regain hit points until I think your next turn. So nothing can heal him for a turn. Okay, so that's your turn, and now we're going to go to the next in the initiative, which is someone else. I'm going to pull back up that page. There we go. Next in the initiative is one of the goblins, and that was going to be the one on his back, so that doesn't happen. Yeah, that one didn't happen. That one's dead now. It only had 10 HP, and you myrtleized it. You myrtleized it. The ogre. Okay. Yeah, hang on one second. I need to adjust a thing real quick. There we go. There we go. Okay. And then next up in that initiative is... so the final goblin, at least you hope, is jumping out of this tree that it was hiding in, and going to take it's going to take its movement to run up to this bit of stonework on the other side of the bridge and stand up on top of it, like using the rest of its movement to get on top. Let's see. I think it at least. Come on now. Oh, it's down there. That's why. Yeah, no, it has plenty of movement for that, so we're good. Right. Yeah, so it runs up and takes a stance there, and is going to. Well, let's see. What's your range? Yeah, no, it has range. It's going to release a bolt with an arrow with its short bow, but the only one that it can hit right now without hitting the ogre is Ithor. So it's going to shoot an arrow at you. That is a 15 to hit.
Yeah, but my armor class is 17.
So it misses. As this little goblin draws back its bow and looses the arrow, you're able to see it as it takes its stance and like prepare your shield. And right as it gets to you, just thunk, and just the arrow just pops into your shield, and there you go. You're able to deflect it. All right.
But I have a reaction.
You
Oh.
do. But
Yeah,
with your let's say when you take damage, I think, right? Or actually hit by something, right? Or no? Which one are you looking at?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
when I take damage. Sorry.
Yeah, I thought so. Right?
Fine. All right.
It's like I'm pretty sure I know what you want to do, and I'm pretty sure that's when you take
But
damage.
you remembered.
But you did remember, so that's good.
It is.
Yes.
But I did.
You do remember. That's great. That's progress. That's great. So yeah, the
That
arrow
means I
comes
get a
through
fucking
and
sticker.
impacts your shield, and you're fine. And then next up is I think it starts over from there back to whoever the fuck was in Dex order. Unless actually let's just go back in Dex order this time. T Goblin, you'll be up. Actually, no, sorry, no, wait. Duh, the ogre's up first. Duh, there was the. Actually, no, the goblin. Sorry, there's two above you. You already killed one. That's right. So the one that was over by that rock is going to rush and get on top of this pillar, and loose a bolt, or at least an arrow at Zara. Sorry about that. The key on me, you will be first up. Yes, sorry.
Okay.
That is a 14 to hit. What's your AC?
Who, me?
Zara.
I thought you were talking to T Goblin.
No, I didn't reload. I didn't refresh the thing right. Yeah. What is your AC, Zara? It's trying to hit you for a 14.
Where is that on your?
It's it's
Armor class.
at the top inside a shield. Your armor class.
In the wrong section, apparently.
It should be at the top of all of the pages, no matter which way you. Like in that top bar of proficiency and.
It's like a little.
Initiative and all
Plus
that.
2. Armor 16.
There
we
you go. Yeah. So yeah,
Down
with
on
a
the
14
list.
it misses, and same thing for you as you see the goblin jump on the little pedestal and begin to loose the arrow at you. You see him get up there, and you're able to prep just in time and bring up your shield, and it deflects off of there, and you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, because you were just within range of it. Well, I mean, plenty in range, but it saw you floating there and was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna hit that.
Nice try.
But, and yeah, from up there you're able to see it happen, and it deflects off your shield, and you're fine. Next up is the half ogre, who's since is close enough, and you have right in front of him, is gonna try and hit Bertha with a battle axe.
Better not.
That is a dirty 21 to hit.
Ouch. With an armor class of 17, I can't really.
Not much you can do there. So that is. You are raging though, which doesn't that give you some resistances of some kind?
Should.
So. Well, that's right. I rolled the wrong damn dice.
Yeah, resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Cool. So
Yeah.
this is going to try to take you for 11 points of damage, and with your resistance, it's going to drop that to 5 points of damage.
Sweet.
Ha! Sucker!
And that's the. Yeah,
Nice
and that's all I could really do. He only has the really 2 different attacks, and he doesn't have multi-attack, so he's going to sit there and roar at you, having gotten a hit on you. And then, yes, now it's back to T-Goblin, who's sitting there trying to curl Minnie out of the way.
I'm gonna tell my rope to loosen up so that I'm not quite as I'm not tied onto her head anymore. I'm just doing my normal sit.
So like return to coil, like coil back into its old form, or just loosen.
Like, just loosen enough for me to stand up.
Okay.
Still kind of attached like reins,
So
but
yeah,
not
use your bonus action
right around my waist.
and just cut it to loosen. Okay, so you're good. Any action or
And
movement?
I want to stand up and I want to try to either intimidate or deceive the goblins. I want to try to yell at them, like, "Stand down! I am goblin royalty, and you have insulted me."
Roll me a deception check.
And I point at my crown.
Or
To seem
persuasion.
important.
Roll me deception or persuasion.
Okay.
Unless you're casting a spell, and then we'll say that. But roll me a
No, I'm just trying to.
Okay, yeah, roll me a deception or persuasion.
Okay, I have +3 on both of those, so
I'm aware.
persuasion? Wait, what's the difference between perception and persuasion? I'm sorry.
Deception or persuasion. Deception is you're trying to lie to them in some way or deceive them in some way to make them believe something. Persuasion is you are trying to persuade them to do a specific thing.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to persuade them to. Wait, do I have to deceive them before I persuade them?
It's one or the other.
Okay, I'm gonna try to, I guess, deceive them into thinking that I'm royalty, so that
Okay.
they'll listen to me.
Okay, roll deception.
Pointing at my crown as I talk. Ooh, I rolled 19.
Into it.
+3.
Hot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was that? I was reading something.
19 plus
The
3.
19
blackjack.
plus eight, okay. And you did that towards the one on, like, you can easily see the one on the blue one at least.
Yeah, I figured I'm like,
Okay.
I'm just like.
So yeah,
standing up
no,
and I'm just
with
yelling
that,
in
the
their
blue
general
one's gonna
direction.
is at least gonna recognize shiny, and shiny means important, or something, and you're gonna at least
I
have
wanna
its
be like-
attention for like a round and be like, huh? Because like it sees shiny and like it finally gets to see you and see that you're a goblin, and it's very confused, and it's not gonna. I'll say it's not gonna take an action on its next turn. It's just gonna be really staring at you and confused and like, what? It's just like, what? Do we have royalty?
Do the other two hear me?
Like,
Or I just can see the one.
sorry? Yeah, you
Did
really just
the
see the
ogre
one.
hear
You're
me?
in a perfectly straight line in between, with the ogre standing way in the way between you and the red ones. The only one you can see right now is the blue one.
Was there any reaction from the ogre? Because I wanted to see if he kind of could tell what I was saying, or
The ogre at this point is roaring at Bertha.
okay. Confused one.
Okay, that's so. Next up is Bertha.
Swear if we roll low again. Sweet. 19.
19. That hits. Roll damage. Also, you should check. I believe. Let's see.
The other one is
Yeah, go ahead.
it's 21.
It's 21. Was it? I'm guessing plus whatever. Yeah, to make it 21. Okay. Excuse me,
Yeah.
1 sec. Ooh, excuse me. Okay. What's the damage types on those, and how much damage are you doing?
I'm doing
Because they both hit. Yeah.
a d6 and
Slashing and slashing. Okay. Yeah.
a d. You gave me options. I think it's a d10.
Yeah, you can do the glaive and like, because like, yeah, with your proficiency with great weapons, you can wield the glaive in a hand and a smaller weapon, like a small weapon in one hand, like the hand axe. So it could be glaive and hand axe instead of longsword and hand axe.
Well, the longsword and the glaive do the same amount of damage anyway.
No, they do not. The glaive is a D10. The longsword is a D8.
It also says D10. But good to know.
Oh, D10 is when you're wielding it with two hands. That's the versatile property. So if you're wielding
makes more
just that weapon with both hands, then you can do a D10 with that weapon. But you definitely have two different weapons in your hands right now.
Okay. Plus 3, so 5 and 4.
So 9 total. Okay, yeah.
9 total.
Okay. Yeah, that definitely hurt. As you come in with the longsword on one side and the did you longsword or glaive on that one? Oh, it was a longsword, right? Yeah, longsword and hand axe. And you're able to come and start trying to go for the appendages and like disarm the giant ogre standing there. And you slash into part of one of his legs and slash in the upper part of one of his arms, cutting pretty deep on one of them. And it again roars in your face, but in a bit more pained fashion. Okay, and then next up is unless you want to take any other bonus actions or anything, or do anything else.
No.
Okay, cool. And then we have Ithor's up next.
Yeah. All right. Hold on. I might want to do something different. I have to look.
Fair. I'll look with you. What you looking for?
Nah. Can you smell what the warlock is cooking?
Yeah. Belching. Blast! Blast! Blast!
All right. I
warlocks.
got a 15
Okay.
against the ogre.
Okay, yeah, no, that hits.
Hell yeah. All right.
Roll damage.
Come on, baby, don't fail me now. Ooh, 11. 8 plus 3 for 11. 11 damage.
Nice. That is a hell of a hit. And this ball of dark purple and black energy goes in and impacts him like straight in the chest with a fierce, forceful blast. And it kind of knocks his head back a little bit as it dissipates, and it just he looks a little dazed. It definitely hurt. Kind of like dented in some of the scrap armor he's wearing. Definitely hurt like hell. Next up, unless you're gonna do anything else.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Next up, we have
Good.
Zara hovering above its head.
I want to use the whip again. I like my whip.
Okay. Roll an attack. Whip it good.
Whip it. Whip it.
11.
11, is that with the plus?
11 plus 4.
So 15. So that hits.
15.
Roll your
Really?
d4 plus 3.
1 plus 3, so 4.
4 points, okay. Still a decent slap to the face again. He's got a nice little cut from like right over his eye onto his nose, and now one going across his forehead, and just slowly taking nice chunks out of him with the whip. Did you want to like reorient or move or do anything else while you're up there? Because you should again have 40 feet of movement right now.
I'm gonna go around to the other side to disorient him, like maybe behind him.
One,
Well,
two.
but are there other goblins hiding behind him though? So
They
I
are.
would be in their range.
I mean, you're in their range as long as they can see you anyway.
Okay, well then I'm just gonna go to the other side of him.
Okay.
Just to disorient him.
Okay, so just like hovering over on this side, or okay, over there. Perfect. That's you can easily. That's just a quick shift around as you like bring the whip over your head and smack him in the face. You like shift sideways, as you pull the whip back. Start to circle him. Okay, yeah, that works. Hell yeah.
He's
Next,
like seeing birds.
Yeah. I'd like to make him dizzy enough that he falls over. That would be great.
next up is the dead goblin, so that doesn't happen. And so next up after that is the red goblin, who's just going to step a little bit closer. And really, again, only they still only really have eyesight on Ithor and Zara right now, with the ogre standing in the way.
I thought he was staring at me.
No, the blue one's staring at you.
Oh, I thought it was red. Okay.
Yeah, the blue one's staring at you. The red one is gonna try for this floating, glowing thing in the sky. Ooh, 19 to hit, plus whatever, so I'm pretty sure that hits. And that's gonna be...
Couldn't have moved. Sure.
I mean, they're gonna attack something. So yeah, it's like a 23 to hit. That hits. And it's gonna do 4 points of damage.
Because it doesn't bring me down from the sky, like I'm still up there.
Yeah, no,
right?
it's you definitely get hit with an arrow, but it doesn't like take any movement off of you now. And it's going to use some more of its movement to kind of come in behind the ogre, and it seems to be taking some kind of like stance real quick, but can't do anything else. So that's going to be its turn, and then. I think that's the end of the... Yeah, we go back to the top, to this goblin, who's going to just move just a little closer to get a better look at T-Goblin, but still very confused and just, like, paying some attention to that and kind of not really paying much attention to anything else and just staring at your crown and yourself, and that's going to be his turn. And then the half ogre goes, and he's going to, let's see, he's going to pull a javelin from his back and fling it at somebody. Yeah, he's going to fling it over Bertha's shoulder towards Ithor.
Sure.
Ooh, damn. That is a 23 to hit. 18 plus 5, so yeah. That's gonna do...
Oh, fuck you anyway, ogre!
That one's gonna do 8 points of damage.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Hellish Rebuke, bitches.
Okay, is it a save, or what is it? You have to remember.
Hellish Rebuke
Is a dex save. Yeah, a dex save, okay.
Yeah.
So he's gonna roll a dex save. Ooh, what's the dex on this dude?
14. Did he get above a 14?
He rolled a fucking 14.
Oh, bitch.
What is it with
Can I
14s
mock
tonight?
him?
What is it with 14s tonight? What the fuck? I will even take a picture of this. Here, let me go on my
hold on.
phone. I'm not even fucking joking. Where's my phone?
It still only takes 1d10 fire damage. Because
Okay.
it was a
No,
successful
you still
save,
roll.
so I
You
can
still
do
roll
a
the
D10.
2d10. You still roll the 2d10.
Oh.
It just whatever half
Yeah.
of that damage is.
Okay. That is 10, so 5 damage.
How much was it?
5 damage.
Total?
I rolled
Okay.
10, so it's 5 damage.
Okay, cool. I'm seriously gonna take a picture of this 14 because it's wild. Okay, I just took a picture of it. You'll get it later because it's there.
Okay.
The
Uh,
number
but-
of night.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry.
Okay, so yeah,
You said the ogre hit me for 8.
yeah, for 8. Yeah.
Okay. Done.
Okay. And you hit him with 5 with fire damage. Yeah, you see these flames start to, not like cast from Ithor, but just like start to form around the ogre's legs and rise up its body, trying to like engulf the ogre in like hellish flame. And he just starts to like pat out some of the flames, taking damage. And yeah, so that was his turn. Your reaction. So on to T-Goblin.
What does luck do again, by the way?
Luck lets
reroll?
you re-roll certain things. Like if you miss or fail on something, you can roll. See, yeah, you can roll another d20. It basically gives you like where you can activate kind of like advantage. Basically, you can use a luck point to roll, and if you fail or miss something, you can roll the other one and use that one instead.
Okay.
Yeah.
How far is that pillar thing? Like, is that way above me? Like, is it close enough to
let's
Minnie that I
see.
could like try to get on it?
Yeah, it's actually around her level as far as like where her like saddle would be or where you're standing. So you could probably just like, I'd say you just take a quick jump and go over there.
If I
It's
get on
close
it,
enough.
can I see both of the goblins?
One is like kind of half covered by the ogre, but you can still kind of see the blue one. Yeah.
The blue one that's already.
You're
staring at
definitely aware that the red one's there, and you can tell he's there. But if you were trying to hit him, it'd be he'd get like a boost to his AC kind of thing because he is behind cover technically from you.
I'm gonna try to jump up, and I'm gonna. Again, yeah, I'm gonna this time try to use intimidation now that the blue goblin is staring at me, and try to like yell, like, "Stand down! I am royalty!"
Okay, roll
Goblin.
intimidation. Yeah.
Plus
3. Yeah. Okay.
3.
Yeah. No. Now that it's been like focused on you for a minute and like looking at you, and you see it rears back like and it's just kind of like little like confused, but now a bit scared and so and it's just kind of freeze in place for a sec, and it's just not moving.
And how deep is this water in front of us?
It is about 20-25 feet across, and it is a whole ass, pretty decently moving stream.
It's a real river. Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering if it was ox deep or not.
You can try.
I didn't want to Oregon Trail it. No, I'm okay.
We don't need dysentery.
Do not
And you
force
all
the
died of
river.
dysentery. Yes.
Oh.
And then
No.
who goes after me next turn? I want to inspire them. Is it
Bertha, I think.
Bertha? I think you already have inspiration, Bertha, or did you use it?
I already have inspiration.
Okay.
I have not.
So
used
I'll
it.
give
Is it my turn next? Oh.
I'm gonna
Oh,
give
wait,
Zara inspiration because she keeps getting shot at. So
Yay.
I'm gonna go.
I am now the glowing beacon of
Your wings are so
target.
cool. I wish I could fly too. Maybe someday I could. When I
Okay.
could.
So you use
fly
one of your
with
inspirations.
Right.
Yep.
Maybe
So
someday
I'll
I'll
go ahead and mark
take
off
it
another
right.
inspiration marked off. There you go. Okay. So that was your, I think, action, your bonus action to do that. And any other action?
Can I use the rest of my movement to hop back onto Minnie?
Sure.
And I'm gonna move back down to Minnie.
Okay. And move back up a little bit there. Okay. So next up is Bertha. And the ogre in front of you is definitely looking a bit hurt. You have, I would say you have the confidence to feel like you could probably take him in one hit if you really tried. At least how y'all have been rolling damage tonight, you probably could.
Don't jinx us.
19 for the hand axe and 11 for the longsword.
The 19 hits, the 11 I do not believe so. Let's see, where is the thingy? I think it's, yeah, his AC is a little bit higher. So yeah, the hand axe definitely hits.
You got inspiration.
Yeah, you do have inspiration.
Ooh.
It was just barely a miss.
So what do I do for that? Just roll the d.
Roll the d6.
Back on?
Roll a d6. Roll a d6.
I got a 5.
Yeah, you only needed one more, so I mean, whatever you would have done, it would have been enough. So you're good.
Cool.
So both hit. So go ahead and roll your d8 and your d6, both plus 3.
5 and
8
9.
and
So
How would you like to murderlize this ogre?
I would like to. I'm coming at his side with the long sword, and going at his neck with the hand axe.
Okay. And especially since she has a bit of reach and she has that natural long arm reach, she's able to come down and sink the hand axe right into the clavicle, right into just bring it into the bone here and pull down with the hand axe as she's like trying to cleave into his side with the long sword, and it gets pretty deep. He's not wearing armor lower on his body. As she pulls it down, it just collapses in front of her on its face as you're able to like just get the hand axe out of the weird angle it's in at that point, as it is dead. D-E-D dead.
D-A-D dead.
Does it fall on the goblin behind him?
Yeah, can it fall on the goblin behind?
She pulled it forward with the hand axe, otherwise I would have, yes.
If it was a
Wait a
crit.
second.
Honestly, I will let you use a bonus action to do come like a shove if you'd like. Okay, so say as you pull,
Like a smack.
as you get your hand axe out of it, and you actually get your sword out of it, you take a foot on the other side of the shoulder there and kick off to pull out the hand axe, and as it does, it falls just enough backwards to pin the red goblin underneath it. So yeah, that works. That works. So now that's all that's left is the pinned red goblin and the scared blue one.
I would love it if at some point one of Bertha's like rage out moments could be called a slap chop.
I'm sure we
Because
can work with that.
I mean, they got the long sword, they got the hand axe. Like there's a glaive somewhere in this fucking mix. Like,
Combination of them is a slap chop.
Give him the old slap chop. All right, yeah. All right. So yeah,
Slap chop,
Bertha,
Bertha.
that finishes your turn. It shove the thing back. It is now Ithor. It's all on you. On your turn.
great.
And you can now like just over the top of this dead, ogre piled on top of the goblin. You can just barely see this other one sitting on the other side, who is sitting there shaking in his boots. Not only from T-Goblin, but watching the ogre go down and pin his friend with his other dude dead. He is absolutely terrified.
We might not have to kill him.
Yeah.
Just shove him into the water.
Okay, hold on.
Wait, let me spin into the goblin.
I'm looking at my spells real quick. I want to see if I want to use a spell for funsies. Nah, I don't want that. Nah, I don't want that.
I mean, you got a spell.
Nah, I don't want that.
You got a couple spells you haven't used yet.
I know, but I don't want to use them.
Fair enough.
I do think that it would be great fun to use the searing bolt.
Searing bolt. Okay, on the which one?
I don't know. It just says searing bolt.
Yeah, it's a
With
ranged
star next to it.
range spell attack. It's a
Yeah.
1d10 fire damage with +5 to hit. So you can roll an attack and tell me which one you're attacking.
Oh, I'm sorry. Which one I'm attacking? I'm like,
Yes.
Which one? I don't know. There's only one.
No, which one you're attacking.
There's only one searing bolt, bud. I fuck. All right. Obviously the blue one. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so roll your
that blue
d20
guy.
and add 5.
And yes.
That's to hit, and then we'll do damage.
Oh my god. All right. 6.
+5. Okay, what is their AC? Yeah, no.
No.
Oh, okay.
6.
6 total. Oof. Yeah.
I want y'all to remember, I could have not been honest there, but I was.
That's fair.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
when I said you
So
were
yeah, it was a natural one. So yeah, now as you fire off this new to you spell, This mote of fire forms in your hand as you try and throw it in his direction, and it just not quite used to the spell yet. And the fireball does work and takes off, and blasts against the stonework just behind him. So just not quite.
Very Wile E. Coyote style
Right.
of bullshit. Cool.
I
Fucking
have a
bolt.
rope. We can tie him up.
Well, it is now Zara's turn. You're still floating 15 feet in the air above the bridge. Unless I throw you wanted to move or anything.
Actually, yes, I want to move. So Zara is in the air. Okay, so if I'm here, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Nope. I'm going to go right there.
Okay, cool. So now it's Zara. You're 15 feet above of the bridge, and watching this ogre fall backwards onto this now pinned goblin underneath it.
I was trying to see if I had any fun, like, spells I wanted to use. I probably should have used some of those earlier. I might just try taking a shot with my bow at it.
Okay, so you'll stow the whip and try with a crossbow. All right, roll an attack. Which one were you attacking again? Sorry.
I thought there was only one left.
There's one underneath the ogre, who's been pinned, and then there's one on the bridge.
Oh, whoever's in my line of sight. I just rolled a 14. Plus 3.
Plus 3. Okay, yeah, that hits. We'll say it hits the blue one. Roll damage.
Okay, D8. Sorry, I'm trying to see them in dark. Okay, is that the 8? That's... Okay, there's the 8. 8! And I rolled an 8.
Plus 3,
Plus
yeah,
1.
that's enough to completely murder that goblin.
Yes.
I will say it does it in one fell swoop. A crossbow bolt through the head, through the little helmet there, just right in the center of the head, and done. And that blue one is now done. Let me mark him dead. Okay, so yeah, now the only one left is underneath the ogre, but it's that one's turn unless you want to move somewhere.
What about bonus action? Because I don't know if I can. Well, I can't use my whip as a bonus action on him, can I?
Yeah, you just stowed the whip to use the crossbow.
So
yeah,
is there anything I can do?
You have healing word as a bonus action.
And I can. Who got the most hurt then? Maybe I can just heal
A goblin.
Did
Right,
Goblin
the
get
other
hurt?
ones- No, I think both Ithor and Bertha both took damage.
Oh, whoever took the most damage that needs me the most, pick. I don't know who to pick. Help you out.
I will roll quick. We're gonna go.
Yes.
Who wants Utter?
Probably Ithor.
Okay.
Whoever
So,
Many
Jack,
points.
if you want to
Whoever
cast your healing word, go ahead and cast a healing word. Here, let me get back to your spells real quick just to do that for it and show you. Let's see. So that's going to use up a first or second level spell slot.
I don't know what that means.
So casting it at first level heals 1d4 plus 3. Casting it at second level heals 2d4 plus 3.
I mean, are they hurt enough to need the second level?
How ragged you feeling, Ithor?
Sorry, what?
So how bad are you feeling, Ithor?
Oh, I'm not
Yeah.
feeling bad. I'm at 22. I'm good.
Oh,
Yeah.
then
No, I'm good.
then Bertha the most hurt.
Am
Where's
I the most
Bertha?
hurt?
I thought Ithor was the most hurt. So is Bertha the most hurt?
I don't think anybody got super hurt, right?
No, that's super hurt
Yeah,
now.
nobody's gotten super hurt yet.
Oh, then I guess it doesn't matter.
But yeah, Ithor is
Yeah.
missing the
You
most.
wanna give me some
Ithor
juice? That's
took the
cool.
most, so yeah. Either way, it's up to you which level you want to roll it at. one does more than the other. So
Whenever I'll max them out.
you could potentially pretty easily get her back to get them back to full health. So yeah.
Do that. Alright. I'll be nice.
Okay, so we'll mark off a second level slot. Go ahead and roll 2d4s and add 3.
Okay.
Or roll a d4 twice and add 3.
Getting juiced.
Info. Okay, hang on. I have other dice around here too somewhere. God damn it! Okay. What happens when it's dark in here? Okay, there's a 4. The hell? 3? Okay, a 3 and a 3.
A 3, 3, 3, so you get 9 back, which gets you the 8 you were missing. So Ithor's back to full health. And now it is the pinned goblin's turn, who is going to make a desperate strength check to get out from underneath the ogre. And it has a negative modifier, so let's find out what the fuck happens here. A fucking 3, so it gets a 2. So it's trying to like push this ogre off of it and get out of the, and it just fucking can't. It's too heavy. He's still pinned, and that's the end of his turn. So yeah, it's back to your go, T-Goblin, I guess, since everyone else is.
I'm gonna tell the rope uncoil, and then is Bertha. I want to try to like. How far forward can it move? Like if I tell it to tie up the goblin, or
let's say it'll take.
Should I toss it?
I mean, I don't think it's gonna be able to reach from. Oh, it might be able to reach from there. You're 30 feet
Was
away.
my movement?
You're 30 feet away, and it has 60 feet of length. So yeah, it could probably do it from there, honestly.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell it tie up the goblin, and I'm gonna say let's not. If we don't have to kill this last one, let's try not to. I don't know. I'm all for reforming goblins, you know, like, we get a bad rap. And,
Like, okay. Like, okay, but... Like, how long is this gentleness supposed to last, my friend?
I'm just saying I might be able to... I might be able to convince it to not attack us anymore.
Okay.
And just go on its way.
Like, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. But I just want to know, like, how many attempts do you need before we can just, like, stab?
Well, I think we should tie it up.
Okay.
And then it won't be able to attack us, so we can take as long as we want. And I am, kind of like a big deal to goblins.
So true.
Sometimes. I don't know.
Okay, well,
But
let's
that's
say
at
you're
least
able
like-
to, at least get the rope to extend out and wrap around and tie off a decent restraint for this goblin. He is now fully restrained. You've been able to get him kind of yanked out from underneath the ogre.
I want to move closer.
Okay, go for it.
How much
I'm
movement
just
does
gonna
it
put
need me
that
to get
marker
off
on
the
him
move?
as he is restrained.
I want to move as close as I can, so
You've got like 30 feet or so you can actually get right up to him.
has it been an hour still since I cast Longstrider?
You cast that when you're still back at the monastery, right?
Oh, that's true. That was a long time ago. Never mind. Okay, so I'll move 30 feet. And is the blue goblin totally dead?
Oh yeah, you got an arrow through the forehead. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna say to the scout, I'll be like, I tried to tell you guys to stop attacking us. What the heck? I'm royalty. You shouldn't do that.
Do we even have royalty?
Yeah! Look at my crown! Do you have a crown? Huh?
I don't think you're from my clan.
It doesn't matter! I have a crown and you don't!
Yeah, and I want it.
Really gonna be like this, buddy?
It's what I
They don't want to just kill you straight up.
You weren't talking to me, you were talking to that guy, and he's an idiot. And this is all happening in Goblin. like not where any of the rest of you could understand. There's just this like this is all happening in Goblin because that's the only thing this guy speaks.
I'm gonna try to persuade him that I'm a big deal in Goblin.
Okay.
Oh,
Tell me and then roll me your persuasion.
in that.
Eartha is listening in because she can understand Goblin.
Oh, you can. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
I was hoping at least someone else did.
15.
15. Okay.
Or can I use my luck to see if I can roll better?
Sure.
Is it 16, 17, 18, 19?
Okay. Yeah, you successfully persuaded them that you're a big deal, and he at least seems to be believing you, looking you up and down. Like, still very much has his own desires, but is at least recognizing that you have this stature. Like, all right, what do you want?
I want you to go back to your goblin horde and tell them to stop attacking the royal goblin. And her friends.
I mean, I can pass on the message, but the boss is the dead one back there.
Well, he's dead, so that makes me the boss now.
I guess if you're part of our clan, sure. Are you? You are very much not.
I just told you I'm royalty.
What's your clan name?
Royalty. That makes me the boss.
Of your clan? What's the clan name? You're not my clan. What clan are you part of?
All clans.
He's starting to lose the persuasion.
All right,
going
fine.
on
I guess
there.
we'll just kill him then.
It's starting to get more confused than anything because there's no royalty in his clan and he's never heard of any
What is your
royalty
clan
in
name?
any other clan, nor of a ruling class either. He knows that he's aware of tribes and the clans
I
are
want to
part
try
of the
to
different tribes.
deceive him.
He
into
believes
thinking
you.
that
He believes
there
that
is.
you are part of royalty of your clan, but he doesn't have anything like that in his clan and is very confused. He definitely believes you, but he's confused as fuck.
I say, well, if you start following me, then I would be your royal person. And that's good.
Why do I need one of those?
Because that's how you get more money, and people respect you and give you more money.
We had plenty of money
Instead of
till y'all
having
came
to
along and
be
killed
fighting
everybody.
ogres. What?
We had plenty of that till y'all killed everybody. But I guess you got ours now.
Yeah, it sucks.
Did I hear loot?
Yeah. I guess we're gonna just have to take your money now and kill you, and that sucks. I don't want to do that.
Then don't. You can let me go.
And what are you gonna do?
Go home and get to hopefully join a different raiding party. I don't fucking know.
Your Cheerios.
My boss
Where's
is
your
dead, my
clan,
buddies are dead, our ogre's dead, and I'm far from home, so yeah, no, it's kind of shitty for me. I don't really care right now.
Right. Where's your clan? What's its name?
I'm not telling you! You'll fuck him up!
I want to try to. Can I try to intimidate him into telling me? Someone help me intimidate this goblin. He won't talk very well.
So as you're doing this, and taking and you've got this, you're sitting on the side of the bridge, like right there at the edge, and everyone's kind of looking on from behind with this now corpse of a ogre. As you're intimidating, they're trying to intimidate this goblin.
No.
You hear just an odd sound of like the fluttering of heavy wings, but not like large, just like the whoosh of these heavy wings, but it's all you faintly hear as a dense fog covers
God damn it.
everything in your vision.
This is what I
and
get for being nice.
It doesn't seem to have any general source or anything you can make of it, but there's now a dense fog covering everything within your view.
Who left a bottle open?
This is a
kidding.
yeah, you can check. Yeah, if you want to check your stuff.
Check the bottle? I don't know.
No, the bottle's fine.
Zara, do your
I have a
wings?
bottle.
Can I use my
Uh.
gust of wind to try and blow it away?
One sec. I need to bring y'all out more. 1 sec.
Yeah, and if Zara's doesn't
Hang
work,
on.
can I use mine?
Yeah, I got my gust of wind I want to use.
Okay. So those racial abilities, spells. How are you using those? Just let me know. So you can mark it. Make sure you mark them off. So yeah, as this intense, heavy fog takes over the area. Ithor, yours is a racial ability, right? Ithor?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I believe. At least it comes with that. So let's see.
It comes with the mark of the storm.
Okay, so yeah, you're casting your cantrip Gust. Zara, you're doing which one? Gust of Wind? Which is your second level? Yeah, your second level. Yeah. Okay. And...
No. I was gonna use my spell because my cantrip gust doesn't actually clear.
Okay, so you're using Gust of Wind within your pack slots. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So let's see. Read me for your. I think it's both of you. A line of 60 feet long and 10 feet wide. Which directions are you each casting these?
Yeah, we need to go
Well-
in the same. Which direction? Let's agree on a direction.
Because you can't, from where you're at, see the outside of this. You can't see more than 5 feet in front of your face. You could easily see the goblin in front of you and the dead ogre next to you, but other than that, you can't see jack shit from any direction.
Well, I'm assuming that I'm still facing the goblin.
Yeah,
I'm
you're still facing
the
the way
dead
you were
ogre.
facing. Yeah, you're still facing the same direction.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I am casting in the same direction that I am facing.
You know, across the bridge that way.
Fucking
Okay.
across the bridge, baby.
And since we're right next to each other, we can communicate that with each other that we're.
No, yeah, you can still hear each other. You can still hear each other. You just can't see
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, but Zara, you should probably either go toward we should be next to each other to make a wider tunnel, or
I'm probably
maybe you could go behind us.
I think I'm right above you, because I'm still in the air. Remember?
Right.
Yeah, you could have been floating
so,
there for a
maybe-
minute. I would say the conversation you were having with the goblin was taking time. Your wings last for a minute. It was 3 or 4 rounds of combat, and then quite a few seconds of interrogating the goblin. So by this time, you would want to start floating down because you would have the feeling that your wings are not going to be sticking around much longer. So they only last a minute for right now at this level. So at this point, you would want to start starting to come down and land on something. Which, if you want to, you're able to do. But you would have felt the need to.
Yeah, but at least talking to Ithor, we can hear each other, and Ithor can help me kind of guide me and be
Yeah,
like,
you
I'm
can
right
hear
here.
each other.
And
You could reach out and feel and stuff like that, but you can't
Right.
see a damn thing.
Now we can be within range of each other, so both our gusts of wind can go up. We can just say, "Hey, up! We're both gonna do this up in the same direction where we know we saw the bridge earlier. So this is the place we're facing."
Yeah,
And
but
go for
Zara,
it.
if we do it the same direction, does that mean it goes? Does that mean
It would be
Does
more
that mean it goes
powerful. I would say if you
120 feet and 10 feet and 20 feet wide?
I mean, it does get bigger and longer and higher and wider and more powerful at higher levels. I would say you might get the combined value of those being combined in at least I don't know, to the next level. So I'd say maybe let's see, your gust of wind is which one are you?
I think yours is the same.
60 and 10 feet wide, yeah. And
Is it-
I'm just double checking. Yours is also 60
Yep.
and 10 feet wide.
Okay.
Well, everything in the direction of that gust would need to make a dex saving throw. If you're going down the bridge or going away from the bridge, it's going to hit T-Goblin and Bertha to be pushed 15 feet on the fail of a dex save. So as you're doing this, Bertha and T-Goblin, roll me some dex saves.
God damn it. All right.
We go is gonna save
And
anybody.
as you
Somebody-
cast those, Ithor and Zara also roll me dex saves.
15.
Chaotic good, am I right? Am I right?
So, T Goblin, roll me a dex save if you would. What was yours, Bertha?
15.
15. I think that's what you needed to hit, if I'm right.
Oh, 14 plus 2, 16.
Okay.
10.
10.
Like,
Okay.
seriously,
Oof.
what's up? 14.
Yeah, no,
I have
14
a
is
plus
apparently
two.
a thing tonight.
I have a plus
So
2.
you, T Goblin gets shoved 15 feet away, failing the dex save. Zara, what was yours?
Balls.
A 3.
A 3.
What?
Okay.
Do you have anything you can add to that? Is there any? Zara, look at your character sheet. Do you have anything plus to dexterity?
What about my inspiration? I don't know what the
Oh, you have luck.
You could use it, yeah.
I have survival plus
It's
5.
a dex save. You could use inspiration on it for sure.
Use it.
Acrobatics plus 1. Yeah, and I have an inspiration.
You can use an inspiration.
Is that
Okay.
a D6?
Yeah, it's a d6, yeah.
All right.
3. What the hell is this 3 crap?
So, yes, 6
So
total.
that's a 7.
Wouldn't that be 6 plus 3?
She rolled a 3.
Yeah, so it'd be-
6 plus 3, still 9. Well, you still didn't
Sorry.
save.
Damn it.
Even with her inspiration, did not save. But not from the gust, as you take 10 points of force damage. But it doesn't seem to come from Ithor.
Oh.
So you're
No,
taking 10 points of damage. I'll just go ahead and mark those off for you.
We both take 10.
Fog
No,
bullshit.
just Zara. Just Zara takes 10 points of damage as she casts the gust to dispel.
Right.
I get a
But it's definitely
potion,
not
friend, I'll
coming.
help.
It's not coming from Ithor. At least you can tell from the direction that the damage came from. It wasn't coming from Ithor. It was coming from your left.
Oh.
What's on the left?
Some bullshit.
Something new. Frog monster.
About Minnie.
And yes,
From
T-Goblin, you were
Gust,
just shoved by Ithor's gust 15 feet down the bridge. Like, pretty close to the other side.
Am I still on the bridge? Can I feel the wall of the bridge?
Yeah, you can
should still be on the
feel
bridge.
that you are on the edge of the bridge, on one of the side edges. Like, as in, like, any further you might have been in the water.
Okay, I want to try to get back on the, like, feel along the edge, feel the bridge.
You can, yeah. Yeah, you can feel the
And I wanna
stonework,
try
and you also feel the
I
dead
wanna try to-
goblin to your right.
I want to feel until I'm to the point where, like, I can feel the wall of the bridge and the ground like this, like crouching down.
Let's everyone make me a perception check, real quick.
God damn it. I hate these.
15. And do I get a
18.
and I get a plus 3, so I get 18.
Okay.
I have a question.
Hmm.
If my perception roll is shittier than my passive, can I take my passive?
Yeah, I'll allow you to take your passive. It's shittier because it doesn't mechanically make sense. I always hated that bit where it doesn't mechanically make sense, but unless you're looking for something. But this is passive, like seeing if you can do better than your passive.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
So what was T Goblin's and Bertha's?
18.
18, you said? Okay.
Mine?
Okay.
Yeah,
no.
your perception roll. Roll a perception check, real quick.
I was well, what's that now? Perception? Yeah, just 11.
11. Okay.
My roll was 11, but my passive is 13. So
Okay.
can I? Would,
Yeah,
or-
that's close
yeah,
enough.
thanks.
You T Goblin, yeah, as you're reaching around and feeling this various stonework and clumps of dirt and this and that that's gathered on the edges of the bridge, and You reach your hand to to your right and can feel like the armor and a little bit of blood off of the goblin commander that's laying dead there, and you can start to feel like you move a little bit, feeling your way across and find yourself on a little bit further down. You can start to feel the grass and dirt, and Zara standing there just taking.
I'm trying to crawl back the other direction.
Oh, trying the other way. Okay. So yeah, you can. I mean, with crawl, it's like half movement, so you'd be able to get back, and eventually, while crawling over. The thing is, as you're crawling back, feeling along the edge, you get all the way to Ithor, but Zara and T-Goblin would hear that same fluttering of wings, of just heavy wings in some way, like just the whooshing of, just the slightest faint whooshing of wings, just fade away and faint as it leaves your earshot. And T-Goblin, as you were crawling back, you got all the way to Ithor and realized that you didn't stumble over the goblin that was tied up.
God damn it. But what about our gust? What about mine and Zara's gust?
I'll say that it did start to, but the fog reformed after the gust cleared.
Okay,
the
that's
path.
some fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
All right?
It did gust. Your gust did make a tunnel. A gust did make a tunnel through the fog on either side, but the fog is so large and dense that it started to just seep back in. You were able to see the ogre in where the other goblin had been, and the two dead ones. During the blast in either direction, you're able to see Minnie and the carriage and all that on the other direction. But as this is happening and this damage comes out of nowhere, and Zara and you can hear her reel out in pain a bit, quite a bit. It did a lot of damage, whatever it was. You hear the little bit of skittering of footsteps as well, leaving your immediate area.
Gavin got away.
Or is getting away. You're not sure. But
Getting away.
You could hear the skittering of little footsteps, and it's just this odd fluttering of wings.
Is my rope still there?
It was still on the goblin.
Okay, I'm gonna go, Snaky, wait, come to me.
Okay, well, thing is, it was half of it was wrapped around the goblin, and then you got shoved about 15 feet away. Had you tied it off to your hand, or were you just still holding it?
I was figuring I like tied around him and it was like kind of holding on to it, I thought.
Yeah, I mean, you were 30 feet away.
Rope, right?
You were 30 feet away when you cast. You held it and made it go over there and use about half of its length to wrap around the goblin. So you still had 30 feet extended off of that you could have been holding on to.
I figure I was either holding on to it or...
You had gotten out of the harness if you were going to cast it to... It wasn't tied to you if you were going to have it go.
So it was still tied to Minnie on one side then.
You have to be holding one end of it to command it to do a thing.
Oh, to command it? Then I was holding on to one end of it.
So yeah.
I didn't attach it, I was...
Yeah, so if you had commanded it to release your harness and release from Minnie to be able to extend to the reach it had and wrap around the goblin, it would have no longer been attached to you or Minnie, because you would have had to also been holding one end of it.
So it was probably looped over my shoulder, I'm picturing, when I... Am I being dragged?
Make me a strength check.
Ooh, I am not strong.
You're so strong.
I rolled a 19!
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
Boom.
Okay.
I don't know what my strength is, because I never have strength.
I think it's negative.
Probably negative. So it's -1. So I rolled an 18.
18. Okay.
Strong as shit, boy.
Right as you feel the rope go taut, and start to feel some moving and movement in the rope as you're trying to pull it, as you feel it go taut. You're able to grasp it and yank it, and you feel it as if it has released from the other end.
Okay.
So you still have it, but it has come loose of what it was holding.
So I say, coil back.
Okay.
So that it's
And it coils back, and there you go.
Well, the goblin got free. But I also hear weird butterfly wings that don't sound very nice.
They're not much.
Bertha and Ithor, make me a dex save.
Damn it.
Oh no.
That's fucked.
10.
Okay.
Hold on. 16. I rolled another fucking 14.
What?
What?
Okay. 14s are
We're gonna
popular
have to pay-
tonight. Yeah. That
I know,
might-
but I have a +2, so it's 16.
Okay. You were able to save. Bertha was not.
I want to use my inspiration.
Okay. It was 10 plus.
No, it was
No,
8
no, no.
plus 2.
It was 8. 8 plus 2. Okay, so 8 plus 2 plus.
Plus. It's a d6, right?
Yeah.
It's a D6.
Plus 5.
Like a...
That's 5. Okay.
Ugh.
So yeah, no, you were able to save as well. But the both of you would not necessarily, like, you would slightly hear, but also somewhat feel like a dense whooshing next to both of you. As would Tea Goblin.
Oh, we need to get out of here. This is not good.
I don't
Yeah, you
like
can
this
just
at
barely, like, Zara can just barely see Bertha and Ithor can just barely see Zara and Tea Goblin, and Tea Goblin can just barely see Ithor at this point. But you all feel some kind of whooshing next to you as it misses you.
Do I have to be able to see what I want the rope to attach to?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna keep crawling along. I want to try to... Let's see, how does the hide thing? It's hiding when you're just, like, not moving, right? I want to try to stealthily crawl back towards Minnie.
Okay. You feel your way. I mean, you can roll me a stealth check to see how quiet you do it. And then you can move 15 plus. Okay, 15 plus works, yeah. You're able to move half your movement following the stonework of the bridge. And honestly, I've kind of lost track exactly where Minnie is. But I'm just going to move you that far, and we'll find out in a minute.
He was over to, like, the right side of the bridge.
I mean,
Pretty close.
you can't see the bridge. I mean, you can feel it, but none of
Oh,
us
I was
can
just
do that.
saying where she was last.
Yeah, no, I know where she was
Or-
last. I just can't see it at the moment, so.
My turn.
Anyone else want to try something?
I want to
I
get off
wanna-
the bridge.
I want to cast my armor of Agathis.
As you all begin to try to disperse and leave, the edges of the fogs begin to lift, and the density seems to dissipate as it spreads out across the immediate area in a much lower but less dense fog until it evaporates and is gone.
Well, that was creepy.
And that's
Does that
what.
little shit goblin have some fucking magic?
And
Well, I
that's where
used
we're
a
gonna
bunch
end
of it
tonight's
to
session, and we'll see you
experiment.
next week. And
just
picking
keep
up from
rolling.
here.
Let's make it gravel.
Thanks.
Reckless, you little shit!
Damn you!
You little fucking shit!
Thanks to everyone watching. Thanks for hanging out. Be sure to go check out our links or anything that you guys, and support the stream however you can. We appreciate every bit of it. Thanks for being here, and we will see you next week, where we'll have a bit of a special episode. It'll be an extra hour longer, so we'll be starting an hour earlier. So thanks
It'll
again for
be
being
called
here.
fucking shit.
She'll be called you little shit.
You're so
See-
proud of yourself. Look at
See you
you.
next time.